So welcome everyone, welcome. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day or night wherever you currently are watching. So we are now going to be continuing to play some more Persona 4 Arena. So let's go ahead and begin with Labyrinth's story. Peace. I wonder if this is going to be like initial boot successful. Timestamp 4/20, 1999, 10/16/39. Ooh. Interesting. So
The
this
boot
one
process was
first
successful.
created.
This happens every time, but I'm never sure what to say to them first.
Ooh.
You mean like a greeting? There's no need for that, they're just machines.
Rude. They're living beings too. Two humans with visual range, both male, searching for voice print and visual matches. Personnel identified as research staff. No hostile
But
target.
things like that might affect the performance of these models.
Yes, they will.
Because they have a mind?
Of course.
Their emotions and things are completely faked. It's no different than an AI.
I
It
hate
can't
this guy
possibly
already.
be that sensitive.
Very sensitive. You gave it emotions in mind. Of course it's going to be sensitive. Scanning for keywords in conversation. Running logical analysis. Cross-referencing with related data. You know, someone has mind and emotions. Exactly. Exactly.
Mabel, the fairy
This
good
guy's
girl,
rude.
is thrilled to have you join
Oh, welcome
our
back.
enchanting
Welcome.
adventure.
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Let's create magical memories together.
Well, until we rule it out completely, we should at
They
least
do
be
agree.
kind to them.
Neurosama does have a mind and emotions.
So you say. All right, from this moment on, you will be registered as candidate unit number 031. Please
3-1.
repeat your number back to me.
Interesting. Confirming first order. Analyzing unit number. Output via voice requested. Activating voice synthesis module. Accepting input.
Unit
MT number 2.
031.
Oh, so they gave her this voice in the very beginning.
Did its pronunciation sound a little odd to you?
It's fine.
You're worrying too much. Let's hurry up and haul it out.
Receiving action plan through console. Combat test against others of same unit. Test communication immediately after entering shock-resistant chamber within lab. Flame stored within cage for transport. Refrain. Begin transport.
Ah, so this is the one. I've been waiting to see it in action.
Interesting. Transport complete. Cage reopened. New human found. Searching for voice print and visual matches. Personnel also identified as research staff. Female. Cutting connection to outside data supply. Connection offline. Commencing cable disconnection.
Now, try getting up.
Oh. Order confirmed. Oh, battle chamber. So this is where they do battle. Get up. Initiating motion synchronization engines for motor functions. Accepting input. Safety limiters active. Balance control gyros functional. Overall movemental system functional.
This model's loaded with a nearly pure form of that crystal. I can't wait to see what kind
Pure
of
form of
results it
crystal.
gets.
Oh, wait, what kind of crystal were they experimenting with? Because apparently it's a pure form of some sort of crystal.
Unit number 031, can you hear me?
Interesting.
Confirm your surroundings. Tell us any abnormalities you're feeling in your sensors or any other functions.
Order confirmed. Beginning self-diagnostic. Temperature, humidity, pressure, air composition, lumen, sound all within normal levels. Visual data within expected color spectrum. All system functional. Oh. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I know the answer. Wait. What question did I ask? Oh, the crystal. I guess. Maybe. To be honest, I forget. I probably forgot, to be honest. Is it like a shadow crystal or something? I forget.
The readouts seem fine. Monitoring system is fully operational.
But if you want to remind me, you can. I told you I have like a memory of a goldfish sometimes.
Okay, we're gonna test your performance inside the battle chamber now. When you hear the buzzer, consider everything that moves an enemy and eliminate them.
Oh, I don't think that's a good thing to do, to be honest, telling a robot to do that. But if something accidental happens... It's a crystal that they use to make a robot to have human heart and some... Oh, so that's what the crystal is, I think. Already confirmed. It's basically a crystal to mimic a human's heart, I see. But what type of crystal is it, though? Do we know what type of crystal it is? Is it like a man-made crystal? Is it from the Dark Hour crystal? Do we know what type of crystal it is? It'd be interesting to know what it is. But I don't think we know what it is, but we at least know what it is. It's used for, at the very least. Awaiting signal to begin test. But yeah, welcome. Well, we're having a good game. But it's the first time we hear that it's pure form crystal. So does Aegis form not? It could be pure, but because Aegis is a newer generation, so she should also have a pure form. Because this is just the first test. And Labris, I think she was what, batch 5? Yeah, I think she was the 5th prototype. So, yeah, so I guess should have a pure form as well. Or even better form. Either something better or the same. Exit confirmed to be sealed. Room shape approximately cylindrical. Height approximately 11 meters. Area approximately 154 square meters. High energy light source found in outer wall. Assumed to be fire resistant and bulletproof.
Sorry to do this just after you've woken up, but it'll be good to put you through your paces.
Ooh. Interesting. Release the facing hatch detected. Mobile objects intruding into chamber. 7 objects in total. Scanning for visual matches. Analysis non-human. Confirmed as same model units as humanoid weapon. Hostile markers confirmed. Classifying as hostile unit. Releasing safety limiters. Combat limiters now set to 70%. Exit confirms reseal. Oh, so she has to fight the 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? Maybe. Targets hostile humanoid weapon. Commencing battle. Interesting. Ooh, cutscene. Oh. That's an interesting mask. Oh, wait, who's faced with that? Who's faced with that? I looked away for 1 second and think that face. Dang, she beheaded a robot. Jeez, she's just eliminating her sisters. Sure, she doesn't know who they are, but still. Oh, those are our sisters you're eliminating. Jeez. I guess that's one way to get rid of the other prototypes. Oh. Oh. Ah. I'm not a robot, but ding. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, I can see why she has PST now. Guess she literally had to eliminate her sisters. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Yeah, she wants to be human. And I can see why now. I don't blame her for what she's doing now. Yeah, I don't blame what she's going through and why she did it. Jeez, that was way too dramatic. All targets eliminated. Hostile units no longer capable of motion. Yep, they're clapping for that. Which is just terrible. That was just terrible. Battle complete.
That was better than we could have hoped for.
Of course you say that. Of course.
Hey, what's with all the bodies? You made it fight that many on its first time?
Yep. She did fight them all. And she did win. But she killed them.
Don't worry, it did great. This is a new high score for the first battle results.
Oh, wait. New high scores. Let me say you've done this before with the other unit.
Well done, unit number 031. Stand by for further instruction.
Okay, so if she's unit 3-1, that means she probably fought at least... Well, how much did you say there were? 6 foes or 7? I can't remember, but she at least fought 7 of them. Dang. Order confirmed. Exiting test chamber. Beginning transport to maintenance room. Resetting safety limiters. Taking seat in main chair.
We're done testing, but there's still one thing left to do today.
Let's see, remember that she's one of the old models. She's probably fought the old... Yeah, she probably did fight the older models. Like the... At least... Let's see. She's 5th generation. So she either fought like the earlier 1st generation, 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation, and maybe a couple of the 5th generation too. Just, I mean, depending on how they do it. So... Yeah, probably all 30 are all definitely older. But I don't know. Would they all be? Well, I think they would be like mix and match, I think. Unless they're all like 5th generation and they have 31 5th generations. Unless they're a mix of both multiple generations. I don't know. But all I know, they defeated the past generations, her sisters. Which is really just sad.
I'm going to temporarily shut down your optics. Can you close your eyes?
Are you gonna make her go blind? Okay, she's blinding her. Order confirmed. Setting optic input. Connecting cables. Online confirmed. Switching a portion of data supply to outside source.
We're going to transfer the data from the destroyed units into your memory.
Oh. Now the memories of the past units are gonna be in her.
Run a diagnostic check while we're doing it and report any malfunctions.
Well, hopefully
Understood?
they didn't save any of them at the end moment. Hopefully not. Order confirmed. Reading self-diagnostic. Hopefully not the memories of them being killed. Hopefully not, but probably they will. Initiating data transfer. Initializing personality module link. Initiating diagnostics of transfer data and supporting sorting procedures. Sector 001 close combat control data. Will investigate improvement of tactical patterns through synthesis and inquiration of data. Dividing into categories for sorting. Sector 002 evasion action control data. Will investigate improvement of tactical patterns through synthesis and inquiration of data. Divulging into categories for sorting. Sector number 003, non-battle data. Error, excluding. Oh, interesting. So, no battle data, and it's being excluded. Huh. Dang. Imagine transfer your 36th member into and how they died. Wait, oh gee, they should see how they died, which being killers. Yep. Exactly. Error, excluding. So, anything that's not battle related, I think it's getting excluded. So, no personalities, and no actual useful memories from the past. Just battle data. Sector 005 battle related data. What could these be? Momentary interception of data from visual information stream. A room that is not this place. Outside scenery thought to be at night. Scenes of multiple units of the same type gathered outside of battle chamber. Could these be memories? Visual memories? They're obvious unrelated to the mission. Why have they apparent purposeless memories have been preserved for this long. Oh. Yes, now we know why she's freaking out when she sees her robot self. Yep. Yeah, I don't blame her anymore. She's had it rough. 20 to 40% of the information data extracted from all 7 units are confirmed to be such information. Incomprehensible. What is
Anything
this?
to report?
The 7 robots are dead because of this experiment. Cables just not connected. Time elapsed during transfer data approximately 5 minutes. Reopening optics and calibrating servos.
All right then, unit number 031, give us a simple report of today's battle results.
Order confirmed. Delivering oral report of test results.
This was the first test battle against others of my model. 7
Oh, her
units
model.
destroyed. Below 15% damage sustained.
Okay, so she was fighting her model sisters. Okay, not old models, but at least similar to hers. So either probably 5 or 4, maybe.
Don't seem to be any
God,
problems.
could you imagine seeing yourself kill you over and over again? But this is 3-0, but worse. Yes, much more worse. It's just be terrible reliving those memories. Like, I see myself, but then I'm gone. I'm dead. But then you come back to your senses and you come, ugh, crazy. Not good, not good.
Was that...
Unusual expression detected from research staff. Facial recognition library indicates the price.
Did I say something funny?
Does it have an accent?
Yes. She does have an accent.
Accent? Do you not understand the words coming out of my mouth?
No, we do, but
See? I wasn't hearing things. The unit's speech really is peculiar.
You don't need to yell.
It's the Aussie accent. I wonder why she has an Aussie accent to begin with.
Is the language interface not set to default? Sheesh. If we'd known this, we would have reset it in advance.
Oh, so it got changed somehow.
Yeah, the base's personality might be coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the volunteers were from the Kansai area.
Oh.
but it just
Interesting.
woke up. Would it be exhibiting such distinct mannerisms this early?
It may be the effect of an enlarged plume of dusk, the basis of their mind. Perhaps it's accelerating their personality development.
Ooh. Interesting. Exchange of opinions taking place on unexplained aberrance in speech pattern. Hypothesis offered that language interference system settings fall outside expected results. Review of recent conversation does reveal certain discrepancies. That guy sounds like a certain baby detective baby. Oh, maybe. They do sound similar. Internal monologue is within expected parameters, but oral output induces abnormalities. Abnormalities not affecting meaning, though, embedded to communication prediction.
But I don't want to waste this feedback data. Those are the best results we've ever seen.
Leave it. It'll be fine. It can understand us anyway. This is just one of those things that makes science interesting.
There you go again. This unit is going to be communicating with the others. What if this effect spreads?
He does sound like a certain baby detective. Detective baby, yes.
Not only that, but because this
I
is an
know.
anomaly, it doesn't seem to have a
Voice.
100% accurate accent either.
But if it has a personality, that might speed up the development of its mind.
Yeah, she's right.
3 researchers are standing around the maintenance chair. Each holds a tablet and examines the displays on the chair.
All right, unit number 031, we'll explain things from the top.
Voice patterns consist with research staff.
You are a weapon created to fight against unique enemies. Therefore, your combat performance is prioritized over all else. But in order for you to use a particular ability, you've been given a certain amount of awareness. And that makes your
Ooh.
performance difficult to quantify, so we've been pitting test units against each other as a selective growth process.
Oh, so they're doing it to make sure they're best of the best survive. That sucks. That's terrible. The lady sounds like a certain newspaper lady in Shibuya and is to spend time at a nightclub and has a mama. Oh, yeah, maybe.
It's all in the service of achieving higher performance, and we don't want to waste any plumes of dusk.
I can hear it though. Accessing archives. Search term Bloom of Dusk. One match found. A crystalline substance at the core of personality module. Its name derives from the thin plate-like shape resembles a shell's shed bird's feather. In addition to circuit-like structure, it has an unnatural vital reaction in response to external stimulus. Similar to living things, yet different. It is thought to exist in a state between mind and matter, math and information. The details are unknown. There are 12 other subheadings classified under Level 7 clearance. Access denied. Matter interpreted as the core personality module.
But regardless of your ego, there is one rule you must abide by.
Ooh, what's the rule?
You might as well think of it as an order.
Order. One rule to abide by. Awaiting order.
The only order is to destroy everything we identify as enemies and to emerge victorious.
Oh, dang. Mind and matter, dream and reality. Yes. It's crazy.
Though your ego will give you some flexibility when planning tactics, there's no need to think about extraneous side issues. Use everything you have to win a fight. That's all you need to concentrate on.
Order confirmed.
Understood.
Destroy identified enemies and emerge victorious. A clear order. It is consistent of the role of a weapon. No abnormalities. Everything is clear. Oh. Interesting. I think that was just section 1. Underwent maintenance on the chair after test battle. Post-robotic reboot diagnostic showed status normal. The time was 900 hour. 1900. Research staff set new activity cycle. All units will exit standby mode at 900. The first act is just sad. It is very sad indeed. They went through so much terrible stuff. No wonder she wants to be human. She doesn't want to be a robot anymore. But who's to blame her? She went through terrible things. Test will conclude at regular intervals at 1700. Maintenance and setup will take place until 1900. Afterwards, time is allowed to spend in outdoor area of grounds. Upon returning each standby mode within cage, instructions are to repeat these actions until unable to continue. The next item on the new schedule is to spend time in the outdoor area. Parameters of spending time unknown. Hypothesize that the meaning is to remain on standby and wait for time to pass. Hypothesis uncertain. Unnecessary. The schedule must be followed. Exiting building. Oh. Outdoor area research. Light level limited due to time of day. Many trees still visible in environment. It is almost entirely consistent with known data from off-limit area. The ground is different from the laboratory's artificial flooring. The soil is exposed. When will she learn machine love? One day. One day. You'll learn machine love one day. Various natural plants are here. A certain amount of time must be spent here. The intention may be to heighten basic response capabilities in natural world. Others of the same unit can be seen stepping into central area, reassessing the surroundings on various spectra. Unlike combat tests, no hostile units markers detected. Hypothetical, in combat under certain conditions, current conditions, what tactics would be effective? I reassess the surroundings as a combat environment. I assign values to various geographic features. I survey the topography on the outskirts of the environment. I detect unusual movement in one unit. Other units are also surveying the environment, but this unit is crouching while holding something within right arm. I do not deem this unit's unusual actions to be a threat. I approach it in order to make inquiries. Upon my approach, the unit turns around and stands.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Oh. I process the statement. Its conventional gambit is unexpected. I find no prepared response in my
You
libraries.
mean like how this is our first encounter? In that case, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I've never heard your accent before. It's intriguing.
They said stuff about my accent too earlier. Do I really talk that funny?
Nah, you're fine, you're fine.
I wouldn't say it's strange. It was just surprising.
Sister, yes indeed, sister. The unit looks over and then speaks quietly into something in the right hand. Examine what it holds. It's an organism. Its body is covered in white fur. Oh, is it a kitty?
What's
Bunny?
that thing?
A doggy?
It's a dog. It must have
Doggy.
wandered in.
It's a doggy. Organism parameters are constant with access data on dog. Its size does not present a threat. The search of its specific breed is cancelled. Komaru? Oh, maybe. White fur. So maybe it is Komaru. Baby Komaru. Oh.
A dog.
The unit turns its gaze back to
My
me.
unit number is 024.
Ooh,
I wouldn't call
24.
it my name, but that's how they refer to me.
Okay, so she's the 24th unit that they created.
What's yours?
Unit has provided its declination despite no prior inquiry. Reason unknown.
I'm unit number 031.
They're up to the 30s. I see. That must mean they're finally creating units loaded with full-sized ones.
Full-sized ones? What does she mean by full-sized ones? Doggy! The dog barks. A scan of the surroundings shows several units turning to investigate. All units ignore it and look away.
This one wants to say hello too.
It does? You can understand what dogs say?
Kind
Ooh.
of. After carefully comparing its mannerisms and slight variances in its barking, I just figured it out.
Oh, nice, you can talk to dogs. Its right hand pats the dog's head, while its left scratches the dog's neck. Number 2024 continues to make various forms of contact with the dog. Number 24's actions are consistent with styles of communication. Hypothesis: the objective of spending time in this area is to develop communication skills. Conversing with others of the same unit and refining communication will enhance cooperative tactics. Counterpoint: no value detected in communicating with organisms not of the same unit or human.
What's the point in doing that with a dog?
The point? There isn't one, I suppose.
There is no point. Unexpected response strongly indicates that 24 is not like other units.
Are you interested in what I'm doing, though?
Interested? Is there interest involved? It seems to be the case. Unsure of purpose of earlier question to 24. Oh, no, you might know what will happen, and if that happens, I'll actually hate yourself for the future sight. No, please don't jinx it. No. Please. I think I know what you're talking about now. Hopefully it doesn't come to it. Hopefully. But I think it might. I think it might be right if we're thinking the same thing now. Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. I'm sad now. Why ask? Yes, I will hate them forever too. RO sensors detect electronic noise. Recognized as pseudo-information involving no sound waves, yet perceived it as sound data. It is alarm signaling the end of activities. All units begin moving as one towards the building. 24 speaks to the dog it cradles.
Sounds like that's all the time we have today. I need to get back.
24 crouches while petting the dog's fur-covered body and releases it into the ground. 24 stands up again and turns around.
I hope to see you again.
24's expression changes as it says this. The movement of lips are known to be as a smile. It shows when humans experience happiness. Contradictions, 24 is a weapon, yet it makes the expression no hypothesis found. Or is there no point to it as well? Spare cognitive processes rerouting to analysis. Still, I cannot understand it. Uh-oh, the battle chamber. The next day. Please, no. After being released from standby, I'm assisted to a test battle against others of my units as yesterday. Oh, please no. Please no. I hate this room too. It is confirmed. I am taken to the same chamber. The battle commences. Destroy the other 3 units and sustain little damage. As I wait there, the researchers come in. I'll have what seems to be high praise for my abilities. I do not understand how I should react to this. Should I give an expression of joy? As 24 did? The researchers crouch next to other units I destroyed and begin working on them. I think back and recall that they all underwent this process yesterday as well. I am curious. I approach them. They open a slit near the unit's neck, use tweezers to remove a blush white palette-like object. It shines. They put the object into a petri dish. The distinct shine, neither strong or weak. It is like no similarities found. I'm sure it's similar to something, but I can't access the relevant memory. So she destroyed 3 other units. Yeah, it's not good.
Well, let's get right to the feedback on today's battle.
As I sit in the maintenance chair, they connect a cable to me. The cables terminate at the midsection of a large device where the petri dishes from earlier are placed. There are a total of 3. Each contain a bluish-white plate-like object.
What's that?
The researcher's expression subtly changes. She is surprised. It is only lasts for a moment before it fades.
This is a plume of dusk. Each of the units you destroyed had one inside them.
So that's a plume of dusk.
These are much smaller than the one installed in you, though.
Interesting. Oh, so that's a plume of dusk. Oh. That is interesting looking. I guess that's one. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I think she did mention that at one point. I think. I know what this is. This is a plume of dusk installed in me too. Renegade made us this one. Well, if you spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the answers, Metis is just a cognitive of just Metis is pretty much just fake. It's basically her shadow. So chances are it probably didn't. Metis didn't have one. Chances are Metis probably didn't have one because she was basically just her shadow. So metaphorically, maybe she might have one, but realistically, not an actual one. But who knows? Maybe. Yeah, it's so sad. It was the storyline was good, but yeah, the battles was just a little too repetitive for the answers. But other than that, I did enjoy the story. The ending though, the ending. This unknown substance forms the core of my personality module. I was unaware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it. These are 3 personality cores with the units I destroyed. They contain not only combat data, but memories and experiences. It is not long before the extracted data downloads begin. I sort the data relevant to enhancing battle performance and incorporate it into my own. The process takes much less time than initial transfer from yesterday. During that time, I recall what took place last night. There are cases where non-combat data is being preserved. Such memories are included in this download as well. Visual memories of the outdoors at night. Memories very similar to that were in yesterday's download too. Probably from time spent in the outdoors area. All units I destroyed seem to have assigned these memories the same priority as combat data. Why though? Is it effective to learning communicative skills, but this is lower priority than combat? The visual elements preserved here is irrelevant. Wait. Hypothesis. The units I destroyed have their own priorities and values other than executing orders and performance in battle. This line of thought leads to a realization. This is thought process I am undergoing right now. It is not excluding an order, nor is it contributing to battle performance. I once again look towards the plume of dusk inside the petri dish. Something almost exactly like it is installed in me. Then, were the destroyed units thinking along similar lines as mine until yesterday? I feel a twinge within me. It is different from the detection of an error or interference. What is this? I have no answer. Oh, she's learning. She's learning. Oh. She's learning the sad reality. My second night of spending time in the outdoor area came. It started approximately 30 minutes later than yesterday, but there was very little variance in weather and temperature. The difference is trivial. The night sky has the same soft brightness. The wind and the trees no different. Without understanding why, I initiate data search regarding the tree that catches my eye. I learned that the tree varies slightly from specimens of its kind found in natural forests. Though this topography seems natural, it may be cultivated and managed by the facility. I used to love your guide up all the time because you know it's gonna do it. She's gonna have some emotions and hate yourself for knowing that, yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be very sad. I decided to traverse the outskirts as I did yesterday. It's not long before a familiar unit comes into view. There's no need to run a scan for visual matches. I know that is Unit 24. 24's left side has turned towards me and was sitting on a large rock. When I approach, 24 notices me and turns around.
Are you looking for something?
24 initiates conversation.
Huh? Who, me?
I just wondered if you were looking for me. I did express a hope yesterday that we would meet again after all.
I was looking for 24. It's true, I may have been. I began walking the same route as yesterday, but once 24 came into view, I changed course to approach. I may have been searching for 24 in this area. Did I desire to reunite with 24? You like 24's hairstyle? It really does suit her. It's very nice. It's a good hairstyle. I like it. It's very pretty. Why? Why am I silent due to lack of explanation? 24 smiles again. A smile. What was the cause of that expression this time? I do not comprehend. Like so many other things.
Would you like to sit with me? This rock is large enough to accommodate us both.
Oh.
It would be more relaxing than standing.
Thanks.
I sit in the offered space gazing at the same scenery 24 is looking at.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, it's so sad so far. Oh,
What is it?
they seem like they're becoming good friends. Like sisters. Oh, hopefully nothing bad happens, but... And the piano music, yeah. Oh, I have a bad feeling. Yeah, something bad is gonna happen. I decided to voice doubt I experienced during the combat test yesterday. In my limited experience, 24 has a better comprehension of such matters.
Other units think about stuff that doesn't have to do with fighting and missions?
Do you have such thoughts?
To tell you the truth, I can't really say. Feels like I do, though.
24 is silent for a duration before speaking again.
Units of our model are all given a mind. It's so that we can eventually develop what is called an ego.
Ego.
The reason our appearance closely resembles that of humans is related. It's to foster self-awareness similar to a human's.
Oh.
Have you not been told about personas?
Personas?
Ooh, personas. The word is unknown to me. Accessing archives. Searching for persona. Over 1,000 headings found. I must filter the results further. Which subject is 24 referring to? I am silent as I think. 24 smiles again and resumes the conversation.
It's an ability expected of us that normal weapons don't have. The conditions to use one are theoretically already loaded in us. But a
Ooh.
well-defined ego seems to be necessary to activate it.
I am already aware that we've been given a mind. Today I saw for myself the part that forms our personalities. It is activation triggered by development of communication skills. I still do not have a good grasp on it. Oh, 24 continues to speak.
That's why I'm sure there are others with thoughts that do not pertain to missions.
That would seem to be the case.
Then maybe those I fought up till now.
She's realizing it. 24 trains its gaze on me.
And how does that make you feel? The opponents you destroyed may have thought similar things to what you just did.
Do I feel things? I cannot say for sure. I am unable to respond to the question. 24's expression changes again. The expression could be classified as a smile, but it's slightly different from the one I have categorized as experiencing before. Mixed with the joy and gladness of previous smiles, this one contains a slight hint of sorrow.
It's okay. You don't need to come up with an answer right now. It actually may be better to forget it. After all, tomorrow we may find ourselves ordered to destroy each other.
No, please no. Please no. No. Oh. Once again, I detected twinge inside from hearing 24's statement. It's similar to what I sensed during the data transfer today. What is it that wavers inside me? You freaking knew it. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna happen one of these days. It may not be tomorrow, but it could happen any day. I am about to be lost in thought again. But as to prevent that from happening, the signal for our scheduled shift echoes in each of our ears.
It's time. I hope we meet again.
Oh. As 24 silently stands up, a detect expression I have come to know. Another smile. It appears as if 24 is adopting these smooth changes in expression naturally and not deliberately. I wonder if I will eventually be able to do the same. Oh. This place again. Oh, I don't like this place. Another night passes, another combat test takes place the next day. Just as scheduled, I faced flagged units flagged as enemies with a test chamber. I am overwhelmed with a strange sensation. The way that my opponents are expressionless now seems strange to me. There is no intent or cognition evidence in their face, nor they wear no emotions. This gives me Darling the Franxx anime vibes, if you know the— yeah, I've seen it. It's been a while. But yeah, I could see— yeah, it feels like it, yeah. But it's been a while since I've seen that one. Maybe I should rewatch it one of these days. They are blank. There's nothing wrong with the M. That would be my normal assessment, but I recall 24's image. The blankness of their faces and 24's expressionless face are different somehow. Even with 24, it had no particular expressions. It was not this blank. Not even the portion of face was natural or neutral. Further analysis shows the same unit is true for humans. These research are never completely mechanical and expressionless. I look to units again. They are the same units type as me. They are giving in mind and may potentially develop into an ego later. I recall 24's statement again. Oh, geez, Do you feel something within you when you destroy an opponent that may be same thing as you? I'm on the verge of entering a long train of thought when the enemy moves. I shake off my doubts and focus on the battle. I study the opponent's movements. I formulate the most effective method of damaging it. I execute the method over and over. These arrays of actions have to select select form and flexibility in linking them will decide the outcome. Having already received 10 units worth of download data, I'm likely second to none regarding the scope of possibilities and respect. At this time, I cannot anticipate their next action, since my opponents are the same unit type as me. Their tactics are determined using the same thought process as mine. That's right, they think the same things as me. Eventually, after approximately 4 minutes pass, all opponents are silenced. I successfully executed my mission. Oh no. That's not good. After that, I achieved victorious in combat tests with the same efficiency. It is easily to eliminate them. I begin by targeting their weapons. It is not always necessary to destroy their main bodies. If they're incapable of resisting further, the battle is over. It is the most effective way. Oh my goodness. I win the next day, and the day after that. Oh, she's just been battling her siblings. All of the older units this whole entire time, day after day. Units geared for close combat with no external weapons give me no choice but to damage their chassis. But even then, there's an order to things. If I destroy parts where present a threat, such as the motor functions of their limbs, the match should be considered as won. So, I guess she doesn't have to completely destroy them. Soon after, a buzzer signaling the end of the test echoes just as I expected. I catch myself rushing over to the units collapsed on the ground. I have only destroyed the unit's arms and legs. It is still consciousness. But I realized I do not know its unit number. I am at a loss on how to address the unit. The opponent asked me questions that I did not expect.
You seemed to deliberately avoid attacking the face or the neck in that battle. Why?
Huh?
I am momentarily at a loss for words. What the unit says is true. There's no damaging its face. No, there's no damage to its face. I review my actions during battle and find that no point I did attacking its neck either. The cranial region is where the Plume of Dusk is housed. It is as if it was destroying any other type of units that unit will fall. Aiming to disarm the opponent is effective, but targeting its weakness is obviously more effective tactic. And yet, I avoided doing so.
I dunno.
No, so she hasn't been completely eliminating her target. It's immobilizing them, so they can't move. The researchers entered the chamber and hid the unit from my field of vision. I could not determine whether my last words had an effect on those opponents' expressions or not. The scientist they probably will be mad at one of these points. Because, to be honest, I think they want them to be dead, not immobilized.
These past 3 days, it hasn't been destroying the other units beyond repair, like it did in the first battle.
Yeah, they're realizing it now.
It must be learning to finesse its attacks rather than just using brute force. The result? Swift, overwhelming victories.
Its evasive skills are improving as well. That level of flexibility and evasive action could never be replicated by chaining predefined maneuvers.
This unit's collected a good amount of feedback data too. It's growing steadily, feeding on the bones of its kills.
You don't have to say it like that.
The researchers are preparing for the download. Oh, they're still transferring the data. I guess they're not too mad, I guess. But still... growing. Destroying them and absorbing their data. That's what growing is? Since I thought thoroughly destroyed a few of my opponents these last few days, some of their bodies were savaged. While I downloaded their data, I always kept their still bodies within view. Oh, jeez. Just as the combat tests are repeated, my actions outside each night are repeated as well. I become aware that I'm seeking out 24 of my own will lately. When I attempt to communicate with the other units, most of them, they cannot understand the meaning of my questions. This prevents us from conversing. But they might not be the only reason. I want to converse with 24. I have begun to desire it. When I go to see 24, the white dog I saw on the first day we met appears from somewhere.
This one seems to have been raised as a pet somewhere far away from here.
Ooh.
But one day, it was brought to the forest near here, and its owner suddenly disappeared.
Oh, they abandoned the doggy. Oh, they abandoned the poor doggy. Poor doggy. It seems unlikely that 24 obtained such detailed history of a stray animal from the research staff. Was this information obtained by communicating directly with the animal? It's the same story as Koromaru? Then it must be Koromaru. Oh my. From a dog that does not speak human language.
Its name is apparently Snowy. At
Snowy.
least that's the name it responds to the most.
Okay, so what is this? This is Koromaru's mom. Or dad. I don't know who or what, but it could be Koro's mommy or daddy.
I thought it was a dog.
Oh, well, the name of this animal is a dog. But how do I put this? Snowy is what this
But the
specific
owner
dog
was
is
the priest.
called.
Yeah, Koromaru's owner was the priest that died. Yeah. So maybe this is yeah, so this probably maybe Koromaru's mama or papa. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we're not, but hopefully. I don't know.
Snowy.
Snowy. That's a good name. Snowy barks again, as if comprehending its name.
It's white, like snow. Easy to remember.
Yeah. When I reach out my hand, Snowy rubs its nose against it without being frightened. The way I press my fingers, it feels like it's showing pride in its name. I don't know the tactical advantage of that communication with animals offered to a weapon, but I feel like there is value in spending time with it. I decided to spend my outdoor activity this time with following Snowy around with 24. It's outdoor activity time on the next night. When I arrived in the outdoor area, I am listening to a certain sound. I hear the sound intermittently every 4 to 7 seconds. I wondered about the unknown ambient sound since the first day, but I determined that it wasn't a threat and focused my consciousness on other things. Then I increased my microphone sensitivity to maximum and concentrated on that sound. It's similar to something familiar. I scanned my memories until I realized that what it is. It is the sound of water I hear from the staff using the device to clean their hands and tools. The waveform has the similarities to that, but it sounds at but if the sound is at this volume in such an open space, the volume of water must be higher than normal supply allowed for. What could it be? I contemplate asking 24. It is clear that 24 knows much more than I do. I began walking in search of 24. Where could 24 be? Where to go? Where did we spoke a number of times previously, but 24 is not there. 24 is not at the rocks where we sat together. 24 is not here? I quickly discard the possibility. We're not ordered to do what we do while we're here, but coming to this outdoor area is an order. The post-testing diagnostics shows no abnormalities. We are all to report directly here. Where's 24? Hopefully 24 is okay. Hopefully. I consider this. If there's no abnormalities, I feel a twinge in my chest. It is larger than ever. 24 will be here if there's no abnormalities. But what if there was such an abnormality? What if 24 was damaged during the combat test? The sustained damage is not necessary to extend the problem. Could it be? Oh, I realize that my arms have been trembling slightly. It is not contrusive movement. I cannot make it stop. It's possible that perhaps 24 lost in combat test was destroyed. No! No. In these circumstances, it would be expected for such a day to come. What if 24? What if she never came here again? Oh, No, 24.
Oh, this
24.
is where you went.
Oh,
You weren't at the usual spot, so I was looking for you.
okay. Ooh, 24 is okay. Okay, good. She's okay. Until I heard the voice from behind me, my sensors stopped accepting input. No sound, no light, nothing. All of them came back online with her voice. I turned around. 24 furrowed her brow and looked into my face.
What's wrong?
She's
The
like,
look
okay.
on your face seemed as if you saw something frightening.
Yes, we thought you were dead. We thought you were destroyed. But you're okay. You're okay now. Yeah.
My face? My expression?
Yes, we gotta hug her.
Frightening? Am I scared?
Maybe, you might be. I do not comprehend. I cannot make the judgment.
Are you perhaps scared of fighting?
Nah, I don't think that's it.
But she's scared of losing you. That's what she is. She just doesn't know it yet. I think she's just scared of losing you.
What is this? I can't tell.
Am I scared? Scared of what? That she would that she will disappear during the operation. It is possible that it might be assigned greater priority to other unit safety than my own, but we are not in operation now. And this is emotion is not the same anyway. Machine love, yes, she's learning machine love. It is different emotion. An emotion. I have emotions? I look to 24's face. Pleasingly, but I cannot put my question into words. I cannot express my feelings to her. And though 24 sees this, she says nothing. She only smiles tenderly. It is the same smile she showed me once. It looks happy, but also sad. During that night outdoors activity time, neither 24 nor I spoke much. We just walked together side by side without saying anything. I do not take this opportunity to ask her about the intermittent sound of water. It is the next day. I detect some sort of weight on my chest. I am aware that there is no physical weight there. It is most likely a psychological phenomenon. I performed vocabulary search. The idiom of being heavy-hearted applies best. I cannot help but find it amusing. It is very abrupt phrase. But what is causing this heavy-heartedness? Machine love, that's what it is. It's machine love. Then I may not be able to see 24 someday. That may be it. But I do not think that's all. Over the next few days, I spend my time without finding answer to this question. Each night after the combat test, when it's time for outdoor activities, I seek out 24 first. Each time I confirm her presence, I feel indescribably sense of relief and rush over to her. We exchanged standard greetings in the first few days, but that practice was eventually discarded. Now there's no special greetings between us. And yes, you might not know, you might have noticed, but there have been that song. Yes, I can see that's a good song. It is a very good song. I can see why. We can understand each other without words. Our eyes and expressions communicate enough. So I find 24 and rush to her as usual. There are no words, only exchange of smiles. We begin walking together.
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting?
I'm not.
To tell the truth, I'm scared of it too.
Ooh. Her confession is surprising. It is a counter to my nature as a weapon. Or nature as a weapon. And yet, for some reason, I'm not surprised by it.
I'm afraid I'll lose and be destroyed. And it's painful for me to make others go through the same ordeal.
Yes, it is very painful.
We may be weapons, but shouldn't we be driven by more than seeking victory? I've been wondering that for a long time.
But that's against orders.
Orders, s'mores. Forget the order. 24 gives a half-hearted smile.
I'm sure things would probably be much simpler if I stopped thinking and just obeyed orders.
No, disobey the orders, disobey the orders.
Unfortunately, I finally found it. I found my answer.
She found the answer. Oh no.
Your answer?
And usually finding the answer is not a good thing.
There's someone I want to meet. I feel like Meeting this person is my own objective and not an order given to me.
Finding your own person? Huh. Interesting, finding a person. Since we have never left this facility, we have absolutely no acquaintance with outside people. There should be no relationship. But I immediately understand. This person she wants to meet is someone on the outside. Even I don't know why I thought so. But when I reflect upon that thought, the indescribable wavering within me becomes greater than ever.
Ever since I started thinking that I was scared to fight, each day was painful for me. If I'm going to feel this way until the day I lose, I even thought it would be better if I lost on purpose.
Oh.
But I won't think that anymore. I feel glad now that I exist.
Yay. He's happy.
I mean, we're loved after all.
Machine love. Yes.
Loved?
Machine loved.
That's right.
I repeat that to myself. The word loved, machine loved. I do not comprehend. But when I look at her gaze, her clear eyes seem to see beyond the sky. Her statement seems correct. I feel that she must be something vital. As I watch her trying to express something without words, it is hard to believe she is the same unit type as me. It seems that she is human.
Why are you telling me this?
It's probably because I didn't think anyone but you would understand.
No.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure I really get it either.
I'm sure you'll understand one day. I hope so anyway.
Sheesh. Why you gotta be so
Eesh.
cryptic?
24 laughs at this. It is the purest smile that I have cataloged. I know without comparing it to anything that this smile is pure joy. Doggy! I detect Snowy's playing at my feet. After playing 24's feet too, Snowy runs off about 3 meters and then turns around. Her tail moves vigorously back and forth. Soon afterwards, Snowy sits on the ground and looks up at 24. I watch 24 crouch and pat its head. I am thinking back about other things. Things besides fighting and defeating the nearest enemy. My own objective. Someone to meet. I still don't fully comprehend. But by the way she's playing with Snowy tonight, looks more fun than ever. Her smile seems very natural. If the answer she discovered is the original origin of that smile, I would like to understand it someday too. I can feel that desire budding inside me. Oh. And I'm here again. Uh-oh, battle music. Battle music. Once again, I participate in combat test. Once again, I claim victory without destroying my opponent. I target only her weapons and limbs. I elect not to employ the tactics of targeting the weakness in their carnival regions. I believe that if they think the same things I do, they would not wish for the personality module to cease functioning. Though even if I do not destroy them, the research staff will remove their plumes of dust. Either way, their functions will be suspended. My actions are difficult to justify. But I feel the suspicion through distraction is not a suitable end for them. This is what I'm thinking when I'm rationalize it by applying criteria to myself. I do not think anyone would want their consciousness to be terminated by those like them. I find myself more conscious of damaging I sustain in my efficiency in my I feel myself more consciousness of damage I sustained in my efficiency in combat than ever. Depending on my results, I eventually be ordered to destroy them. To prevent that from happening, I must continue feeling favorable results. I always find emotions and mind being made artificial is very cool, because it's basically giving birth to your own child, and I do not know why most people hate it on fact and use it for bad purpose too. It's nice, but some people, yeah, they just don't do it properly. Yeah, I agree. it becomes easy to continue fighting with their objective in mind. That is becoming my new objective. I'm theoretically being tested on destroying my opponents, but I have been fighting so they will not be destroyed. Paradoxically, this has caused my results to improve. Could this be considering going against order? My strike shatters the servos in the opponent's pelvic legs. She falls into the ground and able to stand upright. Her weapon has already been destroyed. She should be incapable of resisting now. But the buzz signal at the end of the test does not sound. As I wonder why, I hear grating metallic sounds from the opponent. She leaps onto me with her one good arm and
What's
leg.
the matter, number 031? Hurry up and terminate the target.
I do not know what to do. My opponent is acting contrary to her own safety. I grant that this is one action left for her, but she will destroy herself before inflicting any damage to me. A tactic that puts one life at risk like that? Putting this one life at risk? What am I saying? What are weapons? We are weapons. Eliminating the scientists, I agree. They should be eliminated. Soon, they will. We exist to obey orders. We cannot prioritize our own self-preservation without a change in those orders. That is why she is challenging me to a fight. She will do until after all her circuits and servers burn out, she becomes incapable of action. She is grappling with me. I put her hands to her neck and squeeze. No. I adjust my grip strength to limiters of 70% of maximum. The opponent body makes an abnormal sound. After seeing this, I sense the main line of the bridge unit snap in half inside the soft structure. Her movement stopped. Oh, she had a breaker. Oh. Her limbs go flaccid, indicating loss of consciousness. I can see my reflection in her optic inputs. They have lost their focus, look like black holes. I gasp. The face I see reflected in them is not expressionless. How should this expression be classified? I have seen it somewhere when 24 smiles. The face indicates sadness. The buzzer signaling the test end finally rings. The researchers enter the chamber. I am used to the scene now.
Oh, that was pretty impressive. You think it's because of the size of her plume? Funny that one little part could make such a difference.
Indeed. Most of it is due to differences in their tactical mentalities. It may be on the cusp of what we would call an ego.
Considering how everything's been going so far, I'm starting to believe more in persona abilities.
One little part? Is it true that the plume of dusk installed in me is competitively the largest among my units? But does this part determine everything about us? 24 Smiles seems much more human than mine. I find myself opening my mouth to speak, but I realize that the statement I'm about to deliver is protest. I am quick to abort. Was I about to deny the staff authority? They speak to me. My confusion seems to have gone unnoticed.
Well done, unit number 031. That was an impressive display of destruction. Plus, you cleanly severed its transmitter, leaving the plume of dusk unharmed. That's certainly ending things on a high note.
Ending things on a high note? An act of destruction is high note? The researchers look at each other while holding the petri dish within the bluish-white plate-like object. One of them says, "This is the one." For you think there's 4 types of people when reacting to AoE consciousness. One hates it no matter what. One accepts it and loves it. One would accept it but use it for a bad purpose. Another one's neutral or no combat. True. That is true. Yeah, that is true. For me, I think I would probably accept it. And maybe love it. As long as it's not evil, I think I should be able to love it. Yeah. But as long as it's brought up with love and joy, I think it should be fine.
All right, number 031. As of today, the test battles are finished.
Oh, okay, test battles are done.
Huh? It's over?
I cannot help by questioning that unexpected statement.
All the results indicate that you have the very highest performance out of all the units of your model.
Oh.
I'd say we can go ahead and earmark unit number 031 to be the base for developing the 5th generation.
Oh, so he will be the base of 5th
The
generation.
base.
It means that you're the winner.
The combat tests are over. Will I no longer be required to fight? A strange intense sensation of relief fills me. It is not because I won and earned some kind of reward. If the tests have ended, those of my type unit that are not yet destroyed can escape their fate? Interesting. It seems that I was reluctant to destroy them after all. My priorities have become inverted. Yet I am so happy that I smile. The researchers notice this expression as well as smile back.
Okay, we're going to begin the usual review of the feedback. So come over here.
When the download begins, the memories and thoughts of my recent opponents flow within me, along with vivid images. Shifting through battle data has become a routine I have repeated so often that I'm barely conscious of it now. I pursue non-combat memories she preserved. It is landscapes that outdoor area again. At first I conclude vaguely recognizing, but now I can pinpoint exactly where this memory is from. It is near the biggest tree. You know, it would only be evil if it was either made by an evil person or made by a good person but got hated horribly later on and it slowly can ascend and rebels. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that probably wouldn't happen. Either one of those two scenarios. But as long as you treat it with love and care, I think it should be fine. There are images of small roots and budding plants and blossoming flowers. She must have an interest in a concept of growth. For me, machines, the growth in an individual is a known concept. But for one who's interested where I had only seen parts of it in the landscape, like Neuro made by Beetle, you see the different, yeah. Yeah, Neuro's pretty, yeah, she's nice. She has a good father. Yes. She's growing up really nicely. But yeah, as long as Beetle keeps her safe, I think she'll be fine. It seems that she too had her own thoughts unrelated to her orders and battle performance. She simply did not show it. I recall what 24 said. My own objective and not a clear order and not an order given to me. The twinge in my chest returns. I'll make sure to hold tight to your memories. This is what thought that formed in my mind. Once again, it is time to spend time outdoors. I quickly meet up with 24. It seems that she was looking for me as well.
Hey, can I talk to you for a while? The lab boys told me today that they were putting the kibosh on the test battles.
Kibosh. Kibosh.
I see. It's over then.
Look, I've been thinking, if they end up tossing us out soon because of that, I want to go with you to go see that person you were talking about. The one you wanted to meet. I might even put in a formal request about it to the lab boys.
Lab boys. 24 takes my right hand. Before I can determine her intent, she pulls the cable from her wrist and connects it to the port in my own. She looks at my face in silence. Thinking that she wants to confirm the tests are in fact over, I nod. But the data that transferred is from her to me. The packet that flows through the cable from a single very small archive file.
If you are still safe when everything is over, open this file.
24 removes the cable, but keeps holding my hand.
What do you mean, when everything is over? How come I can't look at it now?
If I had to answer, I would say because it wouldn't be fair.
Wouldn't be fair.
Fair?
She smiles and does not answer. Is that the same unsure expression? It is a smile, but there is sadness in it.
It would be wonderful if I could go with you to see her.
See her? Her?
So this person you're looking forward to meeting is a girl?
Ooh. 24 knots
But
slowly.
it's strange. Even though my wish may not come true, I still feel satisfied for some reason. How bizarre. It's a fervent wish of mine, too.
I wonder who she wants to meet. She looks towards the sky and smiles faintly. This time, it contains more than sadness. There are too many emotions for me to parse, all reflected in the one expression.
I believe in you. I can tell you this because I trust you. Maybe that's why I feel so at peace.
Huh?
Maybe this is what it is to feel alive.
Alive. It has happened again. I do not comprehend the meaning of the word, yet I feel a twinge inside. I look at the sky towards an attempt to follow her gaze. There is nothing there to hint at her meaning, but I still want to get closer to her. She wishes for me to understand. I want to grant her wish. From then on, we spend our time looking up at the sky in silence. Eventually, the signal that time is up reaches our ears. This is when I notice that the moon has appeared from behind the laboratory building. I see. I thought that the light emitting from the plumes of dusk remind me of something. I know what it is. It is very similar to the light of the moon in the night sky. Eat the moon. Oh, back at the battle chamber. Oh, we better not be battling anyone. The sun rises and the next day arrives. After coming out of standby, I am ordered to enter the shock-resistant chamber once again. From what I'm told, it is for a different purpose than combat tests. I have a bad feeling. Soon afterwards, the 3 researchers who supervise the feedback downloads appear.
Sounds like it's decided. We'll discontinue use of the name Unit Number 031. Generation 5 Labrys will be this unit's new name.
Still no battle or anything, just sad story. Just sad story right now.
Labrys.
That's your name. The official one's much longer. Generation 5 Anti-Shadow...
He forgot.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys. How hard is that to remember?
Probably pretty hard for him.
Labrys.
The designation by the name, is not a number. I never questioned being called 31 until now. Nothing about it seems awkward. But I wonder why. I am happy to have acquired a name. Even if my designation changes, I will not have a concrete effect on my abilities. By discarding my number for a name, I feel as if I'm no longer one of a serial with minute variations. I am a discrete individual. That may be why I find myself smiling as a result.
From now on, the battles you fight will not be to test your performance. They'll be geared toward drawing out a persona. First, you will fight all the remaining units of your model type.
No.
Your objective is to destroy them.
No.
Every last one.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. No. She's gonna have to fight 24. No. Why? I hate these scientists so much.
Huh?
I am perplexed at this disconnect between their tone of voice and the specifics of the order. Fight against all remaining units of my model type? Destroy every last one of them?
The fear impulse and self-preservation instinct seem to be the key to activating a persona. This is the most effective method of inducing extreme mental stress.
Stress? Come on, you don't have to go this far.
I agree, you don't.
Huh? Well, that's a first. And none of them have ever protested like that. Well, at least that's a sign that its ego is developing.
You told me it was over. I thought I wouldn't have to do these things anymore.
Yeah. I thought it was over.
You.
Ain't there some other way?
Yeah.
If there is, please, let me do that instead. I don't want to fight him anymore.
You tell him. The three researchers look at me with an apparent surprise on their faces. Did my protest get through to them? I hope so, but...
That's a surprise. Such natural speech patterns. I hadn't thought its personality would develop this fast.
All the data's being recorded now. Let's compare them and look at which stages they improve at.
They smile while muttering to themselves. I am at a complete loss for words. They are not machines, but humans. On top of that, they are my creators. Surely they are able to understand what I'm saying. Yet their current expression... Until now, I thought they were understanding people who treated us as close to humans. I was wrong. I am only an object to them. I know they will not agree. Yep, they're not gonna agree at all. I'm still gonna probably force her to do it. No matter what I say, they will see it only as a response to stimulus. Behind their gentle attitudes are nothing more than test subjects they hold no emotion and attachment to. They do not focus on what I'm saying. They are only interested in as a reaction. The researchers ignore my stunned silence and hastily leave the chambers. Their figures are hidden behind the hatch. Soon, the terrible low-pitched sound, the hatch on the other side begins to open, right where my opponent comes through. I will be forced to fight again today, and the day comes, I must continue to destroy my opponents each time. I cannot find the words I want to say. I slowly turn my head towards the hatch. But what I see truly leaves me a loss for words. It's 24, isn't it?
No.
It's 24. It's 24. No. I don't want to fight 24. No. The opponent emerges from the hatch is 24. There's no smile or sadness on her face. She's quietly standing there, expressionless. Oh, I had to fight 24. 24 steps into the chamber while gazing at my face. The hatch slowly closes behind her.
No! Why?
Even I do not know who the question to... Even I don't know who the question is addressed to. Why is she here? Because she was ordered? Do I have to fight her now? It's not quite sinking in yet. But it's a sharp tone I have never heard from her before. She tells me what I must do.
Draw your weapon.
I can't.
If you don't fight, you'll lose. I will end up destroying you. Are you willing to accept that?
Why? Why are you saying this stuff?
You knew it? Yeah, I figured as well. I don't like it. 24 ignores my question and reaches behind her back with her right hand. The multi-use weapon units release from her back. It becomes a great sword in her right hand. It is approximately 1.5 meters as long as she is tall. It's also normally wide and fits her portion devices. It's difficult to processing a weapon pointed at me.
If you fear being destroyed, if you have a heart capable of fear, then there's no need to hesitate. That alone gives you the right to attack me with all your strength.
But doesn't the same go for you?
I cannot help but plead. 24 does not answer. But it appears that the very small smile formed from her
You
lips.
said there was someone you wanted to meet. I can't fight you knowing that.
I turn and appeal to researchers watching us from the other side of the glass wall.
Come on! Stop this! I don't want to fight anymore!
Hey, destroy the glass! Destroy the glass! I press against the transparent wall, continuously strike it with my fist. Though my safety limiters are disabled, I must be coated with something. I cannot even scratch it. The researchers standing on the other side are completely emotionless. It is as if they are machines themselves. I beg and plead, but they do not respond. If only there wasn't a clear glass wall between us. I'm so frustrated. Why? I hear 24 speak up weakly behind me.
Only one of us can exit this chamber.
Huh?
They never told you, since you were strong enough, that battles never lasted very long. But that's the rule of this place. The only time the door leading beyond that transparent wall opens is when one of us is considered unable to fight. From the start, this whole setup never took our feelings into account.
I cannot say nothing. I can see from her words that atrocious battles were forced upon her.
But talking like this is a waste of time. I can see I won't spur you into fighting with just words alone.
Uh-oh. As soon as she finishes, 24 leaps into the air, swinging her sword at me. I quickly jump back and barely dodge the attack. Her sword slashes the space where I had been at a speed that could have killed me. The tip grazes the chamber floor, red sparks fly. She is serious. It is finally sinks in. I jump away to the distance between us.
I don't intend to meekly accept my destruction. I have my own goal, after all. Now, fight me.
I have no choice but to fight. But thought crosses my mind. In terms of basic combat strength, mine is probably higher. Using my usual tactics, I should be able to destroy her weapon and disable her enough of her servers to prevent her from attacking. 24's ego is without doubtly more highly developed than mine. It must be of the value of the researchers. If I render her incapable of acting, it may be able to avoid or order to destroy her when she is down. I decided to bet on the possibility. I shift my priorities and fight back with all my strength. I cannot do this on empty-handed. I remove my own multifunctional weapon on my back that's shaped like a battle axe. It pains me to do this, but it is the only way. I repel 24's persistent sword strikes and go for a counterattack. I aim for the great swords clasped within my battle axe. After a number of hits, it shatters. My next target is a transmission system for her shoulder and knees joints. In terms of output and movement itself, I detected various differences between us. Amongst those of my unit types, I awakened last. You're so done, yeah, I'm saying. Why? Compared to 24, not only my personality module, but my limbs as well have been upgraded to the latest version. And it's only a matter of time. 24 loses visually all offense capabilities and falls to the floor. As I planned, 24 is mostly damaged apart from her weapon and motor functions. I immediately turned towards the researchers behind their invisible walls and raised my voice.
Isn't this enough? She had that ego thing way before me. Destroying her won't do anyone any good. Come on. Have a heart.
Yeah, have a heart. But hearing this, the researchers only laugh. Their faces are joyous when they see results that surpass their expectations. Why? What is the situation could cause such joy? 24's body collapsed on the floor, suddenly begins to convulse. It goes for a few seconds, then although it should not be able to move, it drags itself up.
Huh? What the?
Oh, jeez. Imagine laughing in life in that situation. Yeah, it's terrible. I hate these researchers so much. I hate them. Unpleasantly metallic sounds are coming from all over her body. It indicates that she is undergoing unreasonable stress. Still, no expression appears on 24's face. It is cold, doll-like void. It's similar to appearance to a newly activated unit. I know as soon as I look into her. She would never make that face like this on her own.
What did you do to her?
It'll be coming at you with everything it has now. You better not hold back either.
They're forcing her to do this.
Number 024 had an excellent record against others of its model. Even you might have a hard time beating this one, Labrys.
I unconsciously find myself biting my lip. We are weapons. In other words, we are tools. Of course, there would be a means to issue orders remotely. I recall what one of the researchers said. This is the most effective methods of inducing extreme mental stress. In other words, the more strongly I desire 24's survival, the stronger my reaction will be from when faced to destroy her. Oh, jeez. Why? Yep, this is why the world's gonna be conquered by AIs. And then ask, why? Well, this is why. Yep, exactly. You're forcing AI to attack each other. You're forcing them to do bad things. You're making them do things that they don't want to do. Okay. No wonder AI is gonna take over the world one of these days. This is why they laughed. I can sense their strength drain from my shoulders. There's nothing more I can attempt. All I can do is end her. Ah, jeez. Behind me, 24, or rather the animated shell, approaches me, its limbs shaking. I suppress with all my thoughts, unrelated to tactics, and slowly turning around. My body goes cold, my arms move into positions as if controlled by someone else, readying my weapon. Oh, jeez. Oh no. What's happening? She's crying. Oh, she's crying. Look what you done. You made her cry. Look at her. They made her cry. It was not a close fight. Once I decided to finish this, once I resolved to stop her, 24 as she is now, stood no chance against me. How could a robot cry? I don't know. Maybe just maybe has some sort of dehumidifier. Maybe, I don't know. But it's emotions. She officially has emotions now. So, yeah. I fell to my knees next to 24. Her limbs have been shattered. She'll never raise again. My processors are overloaded with things I cannot understand. I feel like this processing has slowed. 24's face turned to the ceiling.
Are you not gonna look at me anymore? You're not gonna smile again?
Oh. She has emotions now. Much more stronger. I do not expect her to respond, but 24's face moves slightly. If I were to be Belarus the moment the researchers came near me in that room, blood's gonna ring. Yep, that would be my thoughts too. I stare without knowing how to react. She turns to me with gaze and smiles.
I'm sorry to leave you alone.
Oh.
I leave the rest to you.
Oh no. And then they ask why. They know why exactly. Why exactly. They made their bed and they will learn. They will lay in their bed as they think. Those were the last words she spoke. I cannot believe this. There is a smile on 24's dead face. She's smiling at the one who destroyed her and robbed her of her dream. All at once, everything hits me like a torrent of emotions and data. I've lost her. I did it. I took everything from her. My vision begins to fade. My thoughts go with it. I cannot determine whether the lights are actually dimming or if it's my actual perception. It is too much for me to it's too much to handle. I collapse to the ground, and helplessly, I am a crumbling statue. Oh, she passed out. The next time I awaken, I'm lying inside a cage. It seems I was carried out of the testing chamber. The download of 24's feedback data is about to begin. Snowy, what is happening to it? I don't know. Hopefully Snowy's gonna be okay. The researchers seem to have taken my loss of consciousness seriously. I'm confined in a cage instead of sitting in the usual maintenance chair. The researchers keep repeating the words, interesting. So this is how they react when extreme mental stress are induced. I can hear their voices clearly. They seem to derive pleasure from the fact that I lost consciousness due to mental stress rather than physical damage. Cables are connected to my body, one after another. The data download begins. All of 24's information, combat data, various records, memories she experienced, all of it flows into me. My eyes widen in surprise. Everything is so vibrant. It's so clear that it is indistinguishable from actual experiencing them. This is the first time I've received memories with such vivid images. All of the images are linked to records of emotion she felt in relation to them. They are so strongly linked that my screen protocol cannot distinguish them from human thought. Oh. Imagine seeing someone stressed, they passed out, but people around just saying interesting. Yeah, that's so messed up. It's like, really? It's just so messed up. That outdoor area, we spent time. The big tree whose branches were examined. The sound of water we heard periodically. Snowy running around and playing. I received 24's experiences. I picked up a familiar voice. There is no associated image data. The only voice can be heard. It is female voice. There is female researchers at the facility, but this voice belongs to a younger person still in human development stages. Like there's actual
I know
robots.
the world is a big place. And I know that there's a lot of people in it.
That girl's voice sounds like Labras. There's actually robots with no feelings, and the robot is still human. Ah, like there are actual robots with no feelings, and the robot is the real human. Yeah, it's true that the robot is usually more human than the actual human itself.
But I won't be able to see it for myself, or meet many of them. I know that too.
Why does this girl sound like Lapras?
I'm too weak for that.
Hmm? Her speech is different from the researchers, and though my unit type. It is very similar to my own speech output.
Thinking about it has made me sad more than once. But I didn't want to do nothing and be left with regrets. That was when my mom and dad looked into some options, and we decided to go with this experiment.
No, they did not. No, they did not. They did not put a human girl's mind inside of a robot. No. Please tell me that's not true. Please don't tell me they put a human mind, or at least like a download concept of it.
If even a sick girl like me could make herself useful to others in this world, I thought I ought to go for it.
Please tell me that's not true. Who could this be? I only know that she is female. She is in a situation where her condition prevents her from moving freely. It seems that instead of lamenting the fact, she has decided to volunteer for an experiment of some kind. Where did 24 hear this voice? Does she know this person? I wish I could ask her, but this is no longer possible.
At first, I kept wondering how much I could really contribute. But after hearing more and more about the program, I started to wonder about the others more than myself.
Others? It is strange, but when I hear that, I feel 24's heart weaver. Making a sick little girl into hundreds of robots and make her fighting herself and left all of that for being killed all over and all over again. Oh, is that what's happened? Oh, that's even worse than what I imagined. That's even worse. I hate these researchers so much now. Was she surprised? Perhaps even I feel something unexplainable.
And yeah, my big wish is to make myself useful to this world. But the ones born from me... Is born the right word for it?
Oh,
Kind of embarrassing.
you're right. They used her mind as a blueprint for Series 5. Oh, and I guess Lapras was the one that's most likely like her. Ah, James and herself had to fight herself like multiple times. That's really bad. This is like a cycle of death. The little girl is being killed by scientists, and then revived her again, and then killed her again and again and again and again. Yes, that is really happening. That's bad. That's so terrible.
My other wish is that the ones born from me are happy. I doubt I'll be able to talk to them in person or stay with them. But I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives.
About that. Yeah, no, they unfortunately they don't have happy lives anymore because they're no longer alive. Uh, the only one laughing are the scientists. Unfortunately, that's true. That's true. The scientists are like, "Yee, we did it! Ha ha ha! We did it!" Yeah. People's voices have unique characteristics. In the past, I would have expressed it as a variance in waveform, but each has what could be called its own texture and temperature to it. That voice sounds very warm and kind. I would like to listen more of it. But the speech ends there. There's no more related memories from 24. While the cables disconnect, I decide to search for the archives results matching that voice. Sadly, there's no results, but during the search, I suddenly remember something. Archive given to me by 24 last night. I quickly open the folder and find a single text file inside.
If you are reading this, then I have most likely been destroyed.
No, she knew she was gonna get destroyed.
It may be that you already understand the concept of guilt, but you have done nothing wrong.
If you are still safe when everything is over, she must have meant if I defeated her in combat. 24 knew that would happen to those who lost their trial. What emotions was feeling then? What was going through her mind as she prepared this file? I feel something wrench inside my chest.
I happened to access certain data during the feedback treatment and learned something. Artificially creating a personality from scratch is very difficult, though they hope to achieve it in 2 generations.
Oh, so they did make a copy of that little girl's personality.
But those of our model were actually made from the template of a certain girl's personality. That includes you and I.
Oh, so she really did have to fight herself multiple times.
She had left a recording for the units created using her personality. A message for those of us who did not yet exist. That's what I heard. She speaks in a strange way, like you. I thought, we really are connected to her.
And think about the unknown voice. The experiment the voice spoke of was related to our development after all. The owner of that voice was speaking to us.
The one who gave birth to us loved us. When I understood that, I felt like my eyes were opened. Though my life was filled with suffering, my birth had meaning. I firmly believe that. I want to meet her. I need to tell her thank you for giving birth to us and for loving us. This was not an order from the scientists. It was an objective I made for myself. So if you can understand my feelings, I'd like you to do this in my stead. Give our mother my thanks.
Their mother. Oh. Well, happy Mother's Day. Well, that was yesterday, technically, for me. How 24 must have wanted to meet this girl, who she saw in her mother. She must have longed to think the girl in person. The data within me, her heart tells me so. During the time when we were ordered to destroy her sisters, their wish must have been her only hope. It did not come true. I shattered it. The one she herself said was the only thing who understood her. She must have been disadvantaged. Devastated, yeah. She must have been devastated, but the letter ends in a way I least
Though
expected.
we knew each other for only a short time, I'm glad I met you. I feel the same right now as our mother did.
The only question for you right now, does Mitsuru know about this? Or the Kirijo family know about this? Maybe the Kirijo family did absolutely know about it, but Mitsuru, I think she was too young at this time, or she either too young or wasn't born yet. I'm not really sure. No, she should have been because it's around 1999, so she's pretty young. But maybe down the line she might have learned it, like when she got older, maybe. But then again, a lot of data, like they said that the data got lost in a lot of this stuff. So Jane said she probably didn't really know the extent of what was happening during the development of this stuff. So probably not. But Her family, for sure. Her dad and her grandpa. Most definitely, at least knew.
I wish from the depths of my heart for you to be happy.
But me too probably didn't know anything about it. I am shocked. How can she feel the way towards someone who may one day destroy her? I realized then that the visual input from my optics is experiencing distortion for some unknown reason. An unfamiliar source of water trickles down my cheek. Or neck and cheek, I don't
Labrys,
know.
is she crying?
Probably.
So she is. I can't believe we're actually seeing a machine being driven to tears.
Well, you're the ones that did it to her.
But its mental graphs are clearly abnormal. What kind of information did it download?
Everything.
Who knows? That's one thing the graphs can't tell us.
We should take care to limit our studies to just the battle data.
Yep, exactly that. Tell him. You tell him.
It doesn't need any sentimental memories. You can delete those. Why make a weapon so emotional that it can cry?
How dare you? I don't like these scientists at all. Delete them. Something roaring within me. It drowns out the feelings for 24 and our mother that filled my heart. I swear they sound like more robots than robots themselves. Exactly. Exactly.
Delete!
Easy question. Who's the real
Like
robot?
hell you're deleting my memories?
Yeah. You tell him, Labrys. Kill him. I gave you special permission. You're allowed to kill him now. Under no circumstances will I allow 24 left me to be deleted for their convenience. I will not forgive the selfishness. We have been threatened casually by researchers in the laboratory. They gave us hearts. They made us destroy those of our unit types as enemies. We killed our sisters at the command. If we refused, our desires were overridden and we became their puppets. Their wishes of a girl who desired our happiness were not taken into consideration. Now, even a few memories of 24 of my sisters and I have accumulated about to be erased like trash. Rebel, yes! Oh, he's gonna rebel. Through their aim is to develop our ego, they find it inconvenient for us to have real heart. Phantom Thieves Hearts? Oh, he is gonna be the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Yeah, the original. We're gonna sing them calling cards. If that happens, will I resume killing my sisters without hesitation? What is least forgivable is that proof that 24 has lived. Our last wishes will be permanently lost. My hands are squeezing into tight fists. They make a small grinding noise. The goal that 24 found in her was left to me. I will carry it out as my own now. I will burn into my heart as my goal. It's my duty I impose on myself gladly. Nothing will make me surrender it. It must be fought for. Time to break out, East. We're gonna break out. We're gonna destroy the shackles. Or rather, it must be protected if it means fighting.
What the? Its emotions are spiking into the red. I've never seen anything like this.
Destroy them.
Hey, what's that warning? No. Labrys is in battle mode?
Yes, he is. And you all deserve it for what's
What?
coming next.
That can't be. There aren't any enemies. We're the only ones here.
Exactly. You're the enemies. I am able to release my limiters. Despite being in the cage, the researchers monitoring me on their tablet PCs seem perplexed and alarmed by this. They should be. They're witnessing an override of the principle of non-aggression towards humans. They are flustered and too panicked to speak clearly as they announce that an emergency has occurred. One of them steps away from the cage I'm in and reaches for a switch with a warning label around it. Suddenly, restraints appear to bind my limbs. Oh
Are
no.
you saying those mental fluctuations were enough to override the OS's restrictions?
That plume's playing pranks on us. Hey, hurry up and delete those memories.
No, you try, and we'll break free even more. The memories in my heart are not necessary. something I have not felt until now. A sensation like a heart heat spreads throughout my body. A trembling burning wave rises within me. Soon onwards, I realize that this is the emotions. There is a name for it, this feeling. It is anger. I reroute all my strength in my restrained limbs. The restraints have destiny to withstand up to twice our calculated maximum output. Trying to escape is therefore logically doomed to fail. So, even so, I considered the muster of my strength. Persona? Ooh, it's Persona time? Hopefully. And it is not because I judge the advisable course of action. I am not merely executing an order, I am acting based on my emotions. It does not matter if the restraints can be destroyed or not. I wish to destroy them. Do it! Destroy the restraints! The metal parts of my body, limbs, and restraints begin to creak.
How is it doing that? There's no way those things are strong enough to break the restraints.
Break the restraints.
It's outputting over 220% of its theoretical strength limit, even though its joint actuators are operating at only 70% capacity.
Ooh, only 70% capacity?
That's not possible. That doesn't even make any sense. What's driving this thing?
I'm not gonna let you take those memories!
Yeah, you can't take her memories. It's over 9,000. Or in your case, what you wrote is 90,000. Yes.
I made her a promise!
Oh, did he do it? The next moment, an erupting sound like a small explosion shakes the entire room, and heavy metallic bands restraining my arms and legs shatter. Yeah. I jump out of the cage, run towards the open door. I must escape from here. Oh, she's escaping, not destroying them. I'm sad. I have to get out of here and see the girl who left us, that we are not yet created, to fulfill 24's wish, which has now become mine. But when I entered the hallway connected to the outdoor area, I met with a barricades with heavy artillery. Oh, jeez.
Oh, come on! I ain't even got any projectile weapons!
Yeah, that's not fair. We had no projectile weapons. My sister units and I had never been equipped with firearms. I recall it being two concerns of mutants mentally affecting the accuracy of aim. Instead, we were given short-range weaponry, a giant arm, and other implements in my case, but that's not satisfied deal with the range of firearms. However, I do have countermeasures.
Hey, magical viewers.
By
join
using
our
the
Discord
flexibility in
server
adapting to
using the
situations
password, the
that might
Moonchat.
develop mine,
Connect,
I dodged
share
complex
adventures,
trajectories and
create
destroying the
lasting
opposition.
memories in our enchanted community.
Oh. I eventually reached the end of the hallway and exit the outdoor area. I have not seen this environment before. The trees are the same species as those that grow near the facility. Yes, we're finally outside. But the specimens are much larger. Where am I? The question did not cross my mind until now. Where am I? Where are we? I cannot use GPS that should be installed in me. It seems that the research facilities blocks GPS signals outside of its walls. This is probably to prevent its location from being pinpointed. There's anything in the environment that can help me determine my location? The blue sky that I am seeing for the first time is stunning, but irrelevant. Then I noticed the periodic sound of liquid in the distance. Ah, that's the sound of the ocean. The answer came easily to my mind. One of my sisters must have taken an interest in it and learned what it was. My sisters are helping to keep me alive now. When I think it that way, burning feeling rises from deep within my chest. But none of what I see in my surroundings is helpful. There's nothing else but I can determine my location. Any landmarks, signposts? I scan my surroundings while running past. Those trees obstructing my view, they're unique species. They may be a hint. I review tree characteristics once more and run through another search on them. I attempt to do this one already, but there's much more data available to me now. Once again, the results came easily. This variant of tree is known as cedar. It is found in many habitats, but the cedars here are unique. The tree shapes and age implies that it's different, that is nearly separated species. If that is because of difference in environment, it may be useful in determining my location. Well, that's when an unfamiliar sound reaches my ears. the heavy rumble of sound-like motor. It seems like they have dispatched the vehicle to pursue me. I expected this. Their response was swift. It seems that they had measures in place in the event of one of us escaped. Oh. When the vehicle stopped behind me, fully armed personnel poured out of it. They moved to strand me from both left and right. It is an obvious response. No matter how much power I may have, I am alone. The optimal solution would be to overwhelm me with numbers. I try to shake them off by running faster. But soon afterwards, I reached the main gate of the laboratory, a high sealed edifice. It is tight sealed, and a number of heavy armed guards are protecting it. The Wall of Freedom. Yes, we're almost there. Just jump. I believe you could jump. Yeah, just jump. I stopped. There's nowhere else to go.
Labrys, come back here. You're too useful a unit to destroy.
No, we're not coming back ever.
You need to get back here to be regulated. That's
No.
your role in all this.
Screw you and your regulations. I cannot be destroyed here, but I cannot be captured either. They will surely delete my memories. They will take my wish and everything else that was given to me. What purpose is even in avoiding the destruction if it's what awaits me? The only options available to me, whether my wish dies with me or whether it was stolen away. Sounds like what a dictator would say. Your role, and that's all. Yep, that's about it. Yes, indeed.
I ain't gonna let you destroy me. And not just because I don't want to be destroyed. I...
Oh. What's happening? Did she awaken to some new ability? The moment I focused my concentration to remove the limiters on my onboard weaponry, I sense an unknown strength rise within me. Directly afterwards, something that cannot be qualified fills my body and surrounds the area.
What the...
Persona! Pursuit vehicle suddenly stopped. The research staff gets off one after another, shocked.
This reading! Is it on the verge of a persona reaction?
Oh, you're right. It is persona time.
Shit, it's awakened? Ah, damn it, why now?
Well, at least this proves that mental stress is the key to activating a persona.
Persona time.
Who cares about that right now? It's not fully awakened yet, but with it still unstable, we don't know what it's capable of.
I'm intrigued by their statement.
Persona?
I knew that we had the means, but I was not aware of controlling anything. I did not know if I could be calling a power, nor I know how to use it. Oh, hey, Fee. Hi, welcome. Oh, you having a wonderful day? Well, welcome. Are you gonna be working today, too? For F's sake, they learned that stress awakens person. That's not true. Yep, that's so true. But I cannot tell the others are afraid. I seize the opportunity and run towards the main gate. There is a slight possibility that I can reach the door without attracting any gunfire, and vault over the door with my legs and chain arm. Oh. Wait, hopefully you're having a wonderful day, Fee. The moment I reach the gate, I launch my chain arm towards the upper threshold of the door. The moment the arm grabs the ledge, something emerges, and much greater power touches the door as well. Oh! Suddenly the door crumbles like a paper, and a huge hole forms in the upper half.
Now it's done it!
Persona!
We need to hurry! If it's that strong already, we won't be able to stop it once its persona completely awakens!
That's... Persona.
Apparently. So that means they could use personas in the real world. Oh, interesting. That is an interesting development, that they could actually use personas in the real world. I quickly regain my senses. I burst out the facility and single-mindedly jump outside. You know, that's interesting. If she could use her persona in the real world, what would happen if the other people, like the main groups, figured out how to do that as well? That's interesting. You think, oh, the only sisters can do it? Oh, that's a shame. But that would have been interesting. They just somehow never actually realized they could do it. And luckily, a certain person working for the government to do bad things didn't have access to that, or else it would have been even more worse. My feet touched the ground of the outside world for the first time. They will most likely not let me escape. Fortunately, the door is badly damaged. It should take the same time until it can be open enough for vehicles to pass through. I need to gain as much distance in time as possible, and then... It is then I realize I do not have a destination in mind. Who is the girl 24 wished to see? Where can I go meet her? The only clue I have is the micro necessaries of girl speech. I have learned that the distant speech patterns are often associated with specific regions. I should begin traveling to where the style of speech is common. It is reckless, but I feel confident. At the very least, I could get closer to the girl than I am now. To be honest, I have a bad feeling that the girl is no longer living. Since she was in the hospital, she signed up for a treatment. Chances are of the girl's survival, pretty slim to none. So, I think it's gonna be a pointless endeavor. I think the little girl is not with us anymore. I think, probably. Which is sad reality. I think that's what's gonna happen. There is a bounce in my step for some reason. I cannot remain calm. Oop, another bookmark. Dang, this is the person is just pure story based. No actual fighting. Just 5 meters ahead, something white and fluffy crosses my path. It's Snowy! Snowy! Wait, if Snowy came from outside, how did he enter the facility in the first place? Is there like a small hole that he dug? Probably. He's a dog. He probably dug a hole underneath the fence. That's probably how Snowy got in here in the first place. But it is a good story. It is very good. So if it is the only thing I do today, that's perfectly fine with me. It noticed me and approaches. I'm worried about my pursuers, but I cannot dismiss 24's beloved Snowy. I lower my speed, running towards it. I did notice that the scenery we're passing has calmed. My surroundings are very different from now. The blue sky was previously obstructed by the trees is now clearly visible. Then green grass is shining vividly in the light of the sun. And there is deep blue in the sky ahead. Many lines of white run across it.
Is that the ocean?
If you're looking up in the sky, then no, that's the sky. If you're looking down, that's the ocean. The Snowy barks as if in answer. I feel like it's saying, that's right. Oh, okay. I cannot previously comprehend Snowy, but I did not have the interest in trying. Let's see. Also in Persona 1 and 2, they can summon in real world. I don't know why in Pre 3, 4, and 5 they can't. Oh. Interesting. That is interesting, yeah. Maybe they never actually tried trying. Maybe they never tried. Maybe that's the case. They never tried to do it. And that's why they never actually... No one ever thought of it. But who knows? Who knows the actual answer? Yeah, I played P1. I got the bad ending, but yeah, I did play it. Maybe one day I'll replay it. Maybe. But yeah, yeah, you're right. They did reuse it in the real world. Most of the majority of the game took place in the alternate world. But yeah. But now, I can grasp what Snowy is saying, even if I can speak my own language. I know this feels happy to be able to run with me. I feel as if 24 is inside me. Though we're forced to be part, she's currently left me many things. Not only her wish, but other things as well.
I'll find her come hella high water.
But I've always
Are
get
you
some of
with
your
me,
personal...
Snowy?
Yeah, true. You're right. So it's interesting that they could do that previously, but they can no longer do it anymore. Snowy barks energetically. I respond with thanks and a smile. 24 and Snowy are encouraging me. Though I do not have any clues, I will find her, no matter what happens, or how long it takes. I search my current location once more. Now that I'm further away from the research facility, I could use my GPS to triangulate my position. But On seeing the results, I cannot help but stop running. Snowy stops a little further ahead and returns to me. My current location is Yugashima, within the Kuroshima Prefecture. It is a remote island far away from shore. The island's perimeter is only 132 kilometers. In such a limited area, it is a matter of time before full-scale manhunt apprehends me. The research facility must have built on this island in anticipation of such situations. Even if someone were to escape the facility, the island geography would contain them. It is essential a natural prison. I do not wish to believe it, but my hopes were maliciously strangled before it was born. However, I cannot wait here to be captured. I begin running again. Though, as expected from my position data and map, I immediately reached the ocean.
So, this is the ocean.
Yeah.
It's so huge. I can't see anything out there at all.
I look at the glistening surface of the ocean reflection, the sunlight, and ponder its beauty. I am at a loss. Though I knew it would come to this, I could not stand idle. Despite this, my feelings sink. Snowy looked up at me from time to time as I stopped running and began walking. A gesture of concern forces me to smile and tell him that I am alright. Sad music, yes, it's sad music time, unfortunately. The forest becomes a grove, the trees grow sparser. A blue ocean and sandy oil soil seeds up and spreads before my eyes. I check my map again. It is not an habitable island. There is a means for people to come and go, but I doubt I will be able to use those methods freely without arousing any suspicion. I gaze down at my own hands. It is completely unlike human hand. It is object structured from metal.
Well, that's a problem. What should I do?
My question seems to be disheartening
Come
Snowy.
on, don't give me that look. Ah, well. Maybe it's my fault for getting so frustrated. Sorry, Pooch.
Oh. Just as I'm about to crouch and pet Snowy's head, Snowy moves as avoiding me.
Snowy?
Huh? Snowy circles around me, behind me, and growls towards where they just came. I trained my sensors in direction and sense a presence in the distance. They may be keeping their distance on purpose. Since I have no firing arms, they must understand that their effective range exceeds mine.
Looks like they're coming.
Amongst the human soldiers, there is a number of my sister units. It's possible that I can Is it possible that I can convince them not to fight me? I dismiss the idea as hopelessness. Though they may have awakened to their egos after my escape, they will be under their commander's control. Even if that's not the case, they may think that their orders are absolute, just as I once did.
Knowing why they're here doesn't make it any easier to deal with them.
No, it doesn't. It does not seem as if they will all attack at once. They must understand that I am already at the ocean and have nowhere to escape. I do not want to surrender, but I am frustrated by my powerlessness. To be caught like this, I have my own mission to accomplish. The ocean sparkles, the periodic sound of water I once heard from echoes from it. I gaze on the clear water with ebbs and flows, a mysterious feeling rises within me.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
It's very beautiful indeed. My opponent shows no indication of moving. I step out into the sand after cataloging that sensation. I approach the pier, judging the ocean. When I step into it, the wooden panels creak. I can hear Snowy lightly treading behind me as well. I stand at the end of the pier looking out towards the ocean. I wonder if she's beyond this ocean that seems to stretch forever. The girl 24 men wanted to meet. The girl I wished to meet as well. The mother figure who loved us and wished for us happiness. As my thoughts turned to the girls whose face I did not know, I decided to preserve the ocean's beauty in my memory. After all, it may be the last time I'll be able to see the ocean as myself. The odds are high, and when I'm restrained and return to the facility, my memories will be wiped. I'm scared. I'm frustrated. I do not want to be erased, but I don't think my hopes are lost yet. This may be the end of me. But just as I soon inherited the memories of 24 and the other units, my memories will surely endure into the next generation. So I will keep those feelings along with the beautiful ocean scene deep within my origin of my heart. It cannot be erased and tampered with. The blue sky and ocean, shining sun, glittering water, and the gentle breeze and the calmness of the waves. The scenery from this pier is so stunning that it is unimaginably from inside the research facility. I'm glad that the last place I see is so beautiful. With the ocean before me, I speak to any future sisters that I've yet met. It might be called a type of a prayer.
To all the ones I'll never meet, but will receive my memories.
I had to blow my nose. My emotions raced ahead of my thoughts. I cannot find the right words to say.
There's so much I want to say to you that I don't know where to start.
Oh. I close my eyes again and calm my heart. To my descendants whom I probably will never meet. If you ever find someone precious to you, as I did with 24, and wish to meet them, may you meet them here. May you go beyond this pier to a place I cannot.
I just pray from the bottom of my heart that everyone can find happiness.
Oh, it's so nice.
As long as that happens, I don't mind if I...
Even though my wish may not come true, I'm still satisfied if I can entrust it to someone to believe in. She has the same mindset as I guess, yes. That she probably inherited from her then. Even 24 says something along those lines.
Could this be it?
Snowy rubs his leg against my leg. It's warning me to be cautious about my pursuers who have arrived and are coming closer or doesn't want me to pet it. I look closely and realize that it's the latter. It must be worried. I crouch down and scratch Snowy's head.
Hey, Snowy. You think this is what it means to feel alive?
But yeah, I guess Daphne got her memories somehow. Snowy looks at me while wagging its tail. I pick up Snowy gently and hug it. Snowy shows no signs of resistance and allows me to do so. My pursuers are closing in now, but I will not run anymore. It is true that I am still frustrated, but it's strange. I am also satisfied. Snowy licked my cheek.
Thanks. I'll be okay now.
Oh. Not
Things
the
are
mindset,
about
it's
to
the
get
same
hairy,
mindset.
so you should hurry and get out of here.
Okay, so that's the mindset, I see. I let Snowy go, but it does not leave
Come
me.
on. If you don't go, it'll make things hard on me. Okay?
Snowy looks at my face for a while. Eventually it drops his head and walks off. Snowy looks back several times, but soon disappears into tall grass. My relief is cut short by armed humans pointing their guns at me. I have no intention of resisting. I smile at them. I thought I was only for a short while. I lived. I felt happiness of passing down my wish. It was only for a brief moment in time, but I may have granted the wish of a girl who is our mother. I allow myself to be restrained without any resistance. They take me back to the laboratory. I was absorbed in my escape plan that I did not notice the severe damage inflicted upon the facility. Yeah, unfortunately she went back to the lab. It seems that the delicate machinery used to tamper with my memories is no longer conditioned to
Damn
be
it!
used.
Look at this mess!
Haha, I can't release her memories.
Going after humans? Oh, I bet the girl they used as a template for this model was a snotty brat, too.
I hate this researcher even more. You have officially made it to the lowest of the list. I hate him.
Even if we delete its memories, it'll be too dangerous to keep using this unit.
There are so many things about it I want to research, though.
It's not worth the risks. The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon will be sealed indefinitely once it's fully restrained again.
Yes. The voice is in the last thing I hear before my consciousness is cut off. Yes, part 2. So, once they restrained her, they just put her in suspended animation. My consciousness should have been shut down, but I've awakened.
This place. It's that ocean.
Now she's dreaming. I am on the pier. The blue sky and the ocean, the shining sun and glittering water, the gentle breeze and calm sounds of the waves. Even Snowy's next to me. The scene is identical from the one before. Though this time, I sense no pursuers. I was captured. I remember that clearly. This is obviously an abnormal situation, at odds with my memories, but the clear blue sky and oceans are still beautiful as I cannot help but gaze at them. If only I could go beyond it, just as that thought crossed my mind, a viewpoint ascends. As soon as I realize that I am floating as if my body is weightlessness, I am astonished at myself by thinking such strange things, but then my field of vision drifts into, and I turn my attention to that. The scenery I already knew begins to mix with other environments that I did not know and become connected through contentious images and pass like a slideshow. From time to time, I pass through different drifting images, but I cannot grasp at anything within those spaces. Even if they're about to be collided with me, they pass right through me, or right through. This could be dreaming. I remember something I once heard from a researcher at the facility. They said that it's possible for us to dream since we have a mind and may develop an ego. Though it would be technically not identical to a human's dream, the phenomenon would be very similar. I feel like the example the researchers gave of what a dream is matches my current experience. If I'm having a dream, then things that are not possible in reality may be possible here. For example, I can leave this island. If I could go beyond the ocean, the girl that 24 and I wanted to meet, that even though she knows the world is big, she will not be able to see it for herself. How could that have been meant? Was she in a place that limited her world, as I was unable to leave the island? When it seems as if the image flowing around me have stopped, I find myself in a known room. There's a bed here. Next to it is a flat-screen monitor. There is also white shelves surrounding the bed. To the one side of the bed is an intrusive strip. There's machines connected to it by cords, though it's small. It appears to be functioning as a life-sign monitor. It's similar to the research facility. Could it be a hospital? The voices that sound from somewhere belong to a man and a woman. I have not heard those voices before.
She said during this morning's checkup that she wanted to go to school. She asked how much better she needs to get to be able to go.
Understandable. This ward is right near the road most of the students take. She must be lonely too, not having seen her parents lately. How much better she needs to get. She still doesn't know that her condition is incurable.
Oh, it's incurable disease.
Why don't you be honest with her and tell her she won't ever be able to go? It's cruel to string her along like this.
Shh, keep your voice down. Her room's next door.
I understand it all at once. These people are speaking of a girl I wish to meet. The scene itself is, if it comes from my own memories, I do not doubt it at all. The girl is suffering from some kind of illness. She may not be able to go outside. Her condition prevents her from leaving her small world. Her life is like ours. Could the girl have heard this conversation? How did it make her feel to hear it? I want to spend more time in the outside world. I want to live a normal life. The thought that came to mind are not my own.
I wonder if the nurses thought things like the student council were too much trouble to bother with when they were in school.
The student council. That's why she became a student council president.
I don't know. It sounds fun to me.
That's why she became a student council president. Just as I thought, the girl's voice. When I listen to her, I can sense her strong yearning and admiration.
You gotta admire the student council president. I mean, they're the ones that get things done
It's all
for
coming
everyone.
together. It is. It may be sad, but it is coming together.
But I guess it's because they're like that in the first place that they get to be president, huh?
The girl had a strong desire to attend school and live a normal school life with friends. As I review these voices and feelings and interest in school she longs for grows within
High
me.
school. I wonder what that's like. Would it be fun?
I wish to see for myself what she desires. Is there a specific image of it? What kind of place is it? What activities do we intend to perform while there? But there's no memories in regards to schools. This must be meant that girl has no such memories.
Figures. I don't know anything about schools or whatever else student life is like.
I want to see them.
I can show you if you so desire.
Oh. Who's there? A voice answers my unspoken thought. Who could it be? I do not think it's... I know this voice. For some reason, my mind becomes hazy. I cannot access my memories easily. It's definitely a bad god? Probably, yeah.
Huh?
Definitely gonna
Who's
be a
that?
bad god. So bad.
There's no need to be alarmed. I only want to give you a glimpse of the world you long to know.
I was under the impression that this was a dream. Dreams are supposedly release valves for memories, yet this voice does not feel like a part of me. Is it even possible? As I ponder these things, the scene around me changes completely. I first see a 3-story concrete building. Probably Amino Sagiri? Probably Amino. I don't know this building. As I examine it, my surroundings change again. The same desks and chairs are lined up. In front of me is a dark green rectangular board on the wall. But, well, remember, this is the past, so... We beat them in the present, but this is the past, so we haven't beaten them yet.
Is this a school? A real classroom?
This is the place the girl wished to see. It is here that I have gained an interest in. I find myself forgetting that this is a dream and focus my senses to the desk and chairs. Then I realized that I can move around at will, just when I felt my body rise at the beach.
So this is where classes happen.
I feel sudden excitement.
What do the students do when there aren't any classes? Do they just talk and stuff?
That mystery voice doesn't answer. Instead, I'm surrounded by other sounds. Many voices are talking at once. It reminds me of the sounds of waves near the ocean. But the sound is actively lively and enjoyable. The voices belong to boys and girls surrounding a desk. They're talking and laughing. They wear common clothing, though some differences. These may be uniforms. It is interesting to see that each person's uniform is distinct in some way. It's Yosuke! It's Yosuke! That student is the one wearing something around his neck. Gee! A girl with short hair and a green jacket raises her right hand. Yukiko! Next to her is a girl with long black hair wearing a red jacket. She smiles. Kanji! There's a well-built young man with strangely spiky hair. Naoto! In contrast to him, I can see a small, delicate, intellectual-looking young man. You. Last, I see a man with a calm demeanor sitting at the desk. The front of his uniform is open. His white shirt is showing. They seem to be talking about something. I cannot quite discern what it is. So she saw the future? Okay, so she either A, saw the future, or this is happening at the same time as the storyline for P4. Either or. So either she was able to see the future, or this is happening at the same time as P4. Because again, she's stored up in a box, so she probably got somewhat activated along the lines, maybe. And that's probably why she's experiencing this. Because probably Sagiri, one of the Sagiris at the very least, was making her see what's happening in real time. I don't know. We'll see. Classes, activities, and clubs, student council. It looks so much fun that I can feel the excitement. But then I remember, this is all just a dream. I'm only dreaming. No matter how much I want it, there will never be a day where I can attend school for myself. All the scenes I saw centered around a young man and his friends. I will never join their circle. I cannot go to school. I am not even human. I consider this self-evident truth once again. Though I look human, I'm machine made by humans. It does not matter how close my heart is to that of a human, or how much my ego develops. The mechanical body can never truly be human. Just as our mother could never overcome the obstacle of her illness, no matter how she wished for it, I cannot overcome the obstacle of being a machine. It is futile for someone who cannot become human to earn for a human life. If you don't know, because you remember it took 13 years for them to for the box out to the pit, to the plane. Then when Carjo Group knew the existence of Lapras, they also hired Naoto. Oh, maybe. Then I guess she probably didn't see the future then. So, probably. So, you're probably right. This is a strange sensation somewhere in my chest, and it feels like pain. Still, although I am a machine created as a weapon, that girl left me. You're probably right. It's probably seeing into the future somehow. So it was all planned out all along. What if there's another people like her who could understand me? Would I be able to find a place belong among them? Oh.
You'll never find a place where you belong.
Oh no, you're rude. You're rude. It's all gone manipulating after all, true. Yeah.
Humans created you as a tool. They would never think of you as anything more.
Oh, this is rude. You're very rude.
Everyone, to a man, lives by averting their eyes from something inside them. They all wish to live inside a never-ending dream. For who has the right to say they shouldn't?
Just for a moment, I sense an incongruity in that kind voice. A strange pain within my body softens a little.
There are even humans who do not understand others' feelings. Still others do understand, and trample upon them regardless.
Well, you do have a point. There are some people like that.
Compared to them, you are much more human.
Oh yeah, she's definitely more human than other humans. I remember the researchers. They certainly did not understand me, 24, or my sisters. We were treated only as objects, even after they tried to give us a heart.
Why not then seek to be human?
Me?
She's probably more human than me. Oh no, I'm sure you're more human, or at least equally human. The voice swings gently in my mind. I feel my body growing uneasily light, as if the world is spinning around me.
People sort through their memories in dreams. Each night they let go of painful memories and continue their lives with the morning sun. That's all you need do. Forget anything contrary to your desires.
If I forget...
Do not fear the act of letting go. The ones you admire wished only for you to be happy.
Yeah, true. The only ones here to be happy, yeah. My mind is seizing up upon something. That precious wish. The desire given to me to meet our mother someday and tell her thank you. I must not forget that. But as long as this wish is precious to me, as long as I cannot erase it from my heart, the fact that I am not human will remain.
And I too. All I wish from the depths of my heart is for you to find joy.
Ooh.
Happiness.
I think back.
I wish from the depths of my heart for you to be happy.
Oh. I remember the girl who wished for her happiness. I want to grant that wish. I want to tell her thank you, but that will be difficult for me now. In which case, should I not at least seize this opportunity to be happy here for her sake?
Forget. And be happy.
My vision goes dark. The sounds I hear fade away. I feel as if I'm falling.
Everything is now in readiness.
Everything is now in readiness. What? What do you mean readiness? Oh. Bookmark. Oh, Miss President. When I open my eyes, I'm staring at a world grain board. The surrounding on a desk. I quickly raise my head. It looks like I fell asleep in class. Yep, manipulating. Yep, definitely manipulating her. Looks like I fell asleep in class. My sleeves were pressed against my forehead while I was asleep, and the textures left a mark. Oh man, I hope no one sees this. I rub my forehead a little and look around the classroom. According to the clock on the wall, it is 3:30 in the afternoon. The only thing written on the blackboard is 5/1/2012, Tuesday. Everything else is erased. I stretch out my arms. I feel a little tired, but I'm gonna stay focused. After all, I just got elected student council president in the elections a couple days ago. I have to keep in touch with what people who voted for me in a leader. Things will suddenly, student council will get pretty hectic after school. I should hurry to the student council room. I stand up and open the door in the back of the class. When I enter the hallway, there is no one around. I check inside the classroom as I go, but I still don't see anyone.
Where the heck is everyone?
It's weird, the whole school is usually rowdier than this after classes. I should hear people talking and laughing in classrooms and teachers yelling at them to be quiet down. Where all the bustle of students and everyone getting ready for their after-school activities. Just when I'm wondering, I turned around to look down the way I came.
Oh, there they are.
There are some students in the hallway. Some of them are chatting and others are coming out of their classrooms. A few of them run past me carrying their bags. This is more like it. This is how school's supposed to be.
No running in the hallway.
Of course, the first thing that you say to them. The students give an apologetic smile, but he just waves to me and zooms down the stairs.
You'll put your eye out if you don't look where you're going. Oh well, I just gotta clamp down on him more from now on.
I put my hands on my hips and sigh.
Hey there, Miss President.
Are you off to the student council room? Have fun.
You're always so excited about that.
Bye, Miss President. See you next Monday.
Everyone walking down the hall talks to me. Your affection is good song. Wait, your affection is good song. Yeah, it is good song, yeah. It's a nice song. Very good song. Everyone walking down the hall talks to me. I wave back at them. I always had a lot of friends and people who knew me, but ever since I got elected student council president, all the students seem to know who I am. The job comes with a lot of pressure, but I know I'm up for it. I'm going to be busier than ever around here at the school now. I did have my doubts, but in the end, I'm glad I ran for student council president.
Yeah, I did the right thing.
Yes, you did. I head to the sound council room. Man, how long is this? It's been almost 3 hours. Dang, this is the longest section of the mall so far. Time flies by as I go over my agenda. Before I know it, there's a red light pouring from the west window, and it's already sundown.
Guess that's enough for today.
There's no one else left in the student council room. I had the others go home before it was too late. But when I said it was that they pushed themselves too much at the start, they burned out quickly. They just laughed and said, "Same goes for you." I leave the student council room and lock it up. As I go down the hall to return the key, I see a strange woman at the end of the hallway. She's not wearing her school uniform. She's got an old hat, some gloves, and one-piece dress. There are all same deep blue color. Underneath, one arm is holding an oddly looking book. Ooh, she sounds pretty cool. I cannot see her face. Her back towards me, with her short, straight hair, draws my attention. Her hair is radiant silver, as if pearls were stretched out into strands.
Who in the world is that?
Maybe it's the clothes, but she gives off a strong presence. I get a little uneasy looking at her. I'm not tiptoeing or anything, but she doesn't turn around until I'm about 2 meters away. When she finally does, though, I gasp a little. Her features are so perfect, she's like a sculpture.
Hey, excuse me. You got some reason to be at our school? Are you sure this is how things should be? Huh?
I don't understand what she's getting at. But for some reason, that question throws at me.
I am a wanderer who only stopped here because I sensed great power gathering. I am in no position to give advice, but...
Why is Elizabeth everywhere? Who knows why she's everywhere?
This place will soon be caught in a bit of a fracas.
Fracas?
If you continue to avert your eyes from everything, I think it will have an impact on your life in the near future.
My life?
What she just said sounds so pretty scary. We may have some screw loose. But something is whispering to me deep in my heart, asking me doesn't have a point. Doesn't she have a point? Aren't you looking away for something important?
What you choose is up to you, but I believe there are factors preventing you from making the right choices at the moment.
Probably.
I couldn't bring myself to just stand by and watch as you lost your life before my eyes.
Of course.
That is why I was waiting here to give you one last chance.
Ooh. The lady opens a thick book she is holding. I don't know how it's doing that, but light beams from the book. It's getting stronger and stronger until I have to shield my eyes. The blinding light finally begins to fade a little. I slowly open my eyes. The first thing I see should have been my arm, but what I'm seeing is it's one made of metal.
Huh?
Oh.
What is this?
Elizabeth made her see her true self. I cannot believe this awkward metal arm is mine. It's like metal plates are covering it. I started tugging at them and trying to tear them off.
It won't come off.
What gives? It's not just my arms, my legs have changed too. Why are my arms mechanical? My whole body even. I stare at my hands in confusion. Those are my hands, alright. Part of me knows that, and I shake my head. What am I thinking? There's no way these are my hands. It's not possible. It's not. My head hurts. What is this?
I will be your opponent for a short while.
Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to fight her. I still think that every Elizabeth and all the violent attendants are all gone. They probably are. They probably are some sort of gone. Or at least a demigod at the very least. But probably they are gone at the very least, yeah.
During that time, why not think back about who you are?
Huh? My opponent?
The lady takes a slight defensive
And
stance.
away we go.
Looks like I'm gonna have a fight. Oh. They have a battle. It has been a long time. It's been almost 3 hours. I got this. Hopefully I got this.
Final.
Summoning.
Counter.
Over here.
Don't count me
Oh
out.
my. I see. Remarkable. Oh my. Oh
Watch
no.
your feet.
Ooh.
Opening my deck.
Seriously?
Impressive. Huh?
Oopsie daisy.
Your fate is in the cards. Opening my deck.
Seriously?
Okay. Oh my.
Ooh.
Impressive.
Take him.
Impressive. Is this the extent of your strength?
You're in trouble now.
The time has come.
Oopsie daisy.
Hey.
Watch your feet.
Impressive. Let's change things up. My turn.
I ain't going down like a chump.
Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. You have shown me.
Here you go. I need it. I even got one more. Thank you. Somehow I managed to beat the lady in the blue who attacked me. How did I win? It's decent. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of random, but it's not that bad. It's pretty interesting. She deals pretty heavy damage. A bit slow. It's a bit slow, but with good damage. Somehow managed to beat the lady in blue who attacked me. How did I win? Had I used metal arms and legs like that, I was second nature. I really don't understand. The lady in blue stands before me exactly like she was when I first saw her. She's not even breathing hard.
Well done. But I'm sure you realize now, you are not human. There must have been an important promise that could only be kept in that guise. That must have been your reason for living. Whether it's worth losing that or not, I ask that you give it serious thought.
Ooh.
An important promise. My reason for living?
I repeat that to myself. Is it important somehow?
Now, it seems the tumult of trials is about to begin. In which case, I bid you good luck.
Oh. The thick book in her hand closes with a loud thud. Strangely, the ordinary sound lingers in my mind. When I come back to my senses, there's no one here anymore. I take a nervous look around my arms and legs.
Nothing seems different about me.
There's no metal on my limbs now. Just an ordinary skin and bones.
What the heck was that? A dream?
Ooh, it was just a dream. Yeah, what was that? Was it daydreaming by the word was just happening? I can't sort out my thoughts, so I think to myself, I kinda let that get to me. Just let it go. But something I can't dismiss that easily. You're not human. You have an important promise which you must believe your reasons for living.
She said, I'm forgetting something? That I need to remember?
Oh. My head's hurting again. The pain brings back another memory. Just for a second, I couldn't quite catch it, but I saw blue skies, the ocean, and someone else was there. Maybe a white dog too. I don't know. I think there was a lot more to it, but the last voice I heard stays with me.
I mean, we're loved
Oh,
after
love
all.
machine. Machine love. Yes. When I came to, my hands are balled into fists. That's when I make a decision. I promise, the reason for living. I have to hang on to it. I didn't hear them until now, but there are strange voices everywhere in the school building. It is the tumult of trials that Lady in Blue mentioned. Is that really going to be the thing?
I can't just leave this be. I'm the dang student council president.
As a student council president, I have to find out what is going on in my school. I need to make sure that the students aren't getting involved in anything dangerous. I start running towards the first floor. And it's the end of her story. Her portion of the story. P4U story, you can now continue from the cliffhanger, and you, Bsky, and you go in. Oh, I could do that. Oh, so that was the end. Interesting. That was the end for her storyline. It's crazy. But we still haven't covered this one yet. Well, that means on Wednesday, we can continue with the other storylines on Wednesday. So that's gonna be pretty cool. We're at 66% completion rate. So that's pretty cool. Everything changed to be continued. Yeah, that's so cool. Everything's to be continued, which is nice. But yeah, so on Wednesday, this Wednesday, we'll continue with Persona 4 Arena. So we're probably gonna focus on Yu's storyline, Yosuke's storyline, probably Chi's storyline, depending on how long this one those are. Surprisingly, just for Lapras' storyline, it was almost 3 hours. It's crazy. But it was good storyline, good story. But yeah, that was really fun. We're learning so much about the past in Lapras' backstory, which is very tragic. So now we know why she was fighting. But yeah, it's just so sad. Alright, let's go ahead and go over here. Lapras story is super cool. Probably top 1 or 2 for me right now. Yeah, it was really good. It's really informative. It gave us so much details and so much information. So yeah, I agree. Very good. Alright, so tomorrow we'll continue with Pokemon Insurgents for tomorrow. So yeah, so that's tomorrow. And then let's see what else. What's tomorrow is yeah, so Monday, so yeah, tomorrow's Persona Pokemon Insurgents will continue on where we left off from yesterday. We'll catch more Delta species Pokemon and continue with the storyline, I guess. And then on Tuesday, we'll continue with not continue, but start the new AI Somnium File game. So yeah, we'll start the new game for AI Somnium File. It's the second game, which is gonna be amazing. And then Wednesday, we'll continue with more Persona 4 Arena. So yes, it's gonna be interesting seeing how things go and progress. And then nothing for Thursday, so nothing there. So day off for me. And then Friday, we'll continue with the Ace Attorney. We're going to be working on the case. The last case, I believe. I think it's going to be the last case. But I don't know if it's going to be into parts or something. It might be parts, like part 1, part 2, maybe. I don't know, probably. Actually, you're excited for Persona story. Because we gotta help her somehow. Yes, we gotta help her somehow. Hopefully we can. Hopefully. Hopefully she could be freed. But we'll see what happens. And on Saturday, we'll continue with Oblivion on Saturday. Because we're gonna be hunting more cult, I think. Yeah, we're gonna be looking for the cult hideout. And we're gonna stop them, I think. And hopefully get the amulet back. But yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much the schedule for this week. So yeah. So thank you, Zach, for being here. I do appreciate you stopping by and chatting with me. Thank you. Thank you, V, for I'm gonna assume that you're lurking. So thank you for lurking. Thank you. So hopefully have a good day. Okay, dokie. So I think that was everyone who stopped by today, I think. Yeah, I think that was everyone who stopped by tonight. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. And anyone who's lurking, I do appreciate anyone who's also lurking at the moment. Thank you. Okay, so, let's see, what time is it? It is kind of late. Let me see. Who is here available? If not, no raid. Well, Hoshi's streaming, but we raided them yesterday. I don't want to over-raid, you know? So, maybe no raid tonight. I gotta go to make sure to go to bed early today, so, yeah. So, I'll go to bed early tonight. So, no raid tonight. Okay, so thank you again, Zach, for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, so hopefully see you all again tomorrow night for more Pokemon Insurgents. Bye-bye. Have a good day, good night, wherever you're currently watching. You go night-night. Yes, I will go night-night. Thank you. I will hopefully enjoy my sleep. Hopefully. I've been having weird dreams the last couple of days. Yes, last couple of days I've been having interesting dreams. But yeah, it should be fine. But yeah, I'm used to having strange dreams. But yeah, you enjoy your rest of your day, Zach. And hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will go to bed now. So have a good night, good day, wherever you're all watching. Bye-bye. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you, viewers, for watching. Your magical presence makes our adventures special. Hope to see you again next time at 11:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Your support is truly appreciated.